Well, I'm just thinking how they mixed the plays up the entire drive, kept the Tigers on the heels. And speaking of on the heels, the entire defensive front for the Tigers were on their heels that time, as before the first contact on Tez was about 8 yards deep. So the offensive line for Callaway, good technique, staying low, driving off the ball.
4:15 left to go in the first. No score. Callaway knocking on the door. First and goal from the 6-yard line. Park's going to fake the toss. So go with that little trap. This has worked so well. And it's going to get another yard. It'll take him to the 5. It'll be second and goal.
Good job that time by the middle of the Tigers line, as that play has worked for big yardage most of the night for Callaway, but the interior, the defensive line for the Tigers were able to hold him to almost no gain on that play.
Mm-hmm. Ball resting inside the 5 at the 4.5-yard line. Parks comes from the sideline with the play.
You know, we know that the field is obviously shortened when you're inside the red zone. Official timeout. It's obviously shortened, but it's also amazing how the personality of the defense changes when you're inside the 10-yard line.
So timeout called on the field. Timeout is taken. We'll take one as well.
Actually, that was an official timeout.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry about leaving the field now. They're coming back.
Yeah, it was an official timeout. One of the Tigers' shoes was off, and it was allowing him to put it back on.
Range is a great city. I want to make it better for you and your family. I will strengthen our local economy, enhance public safety, and improve our quality of life.
Jim Thornton, leadership at work for all of LaGrange. On November 5th, let's elect Jim Thornton mayor. Learn more at jimthornton.org and like Jim on Facebook. Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
And the Cavaliers, Parks, the running back, had nowhere to go on that one.
It's a nice play as he rides his tailback across the line, then keeps it and goes back around the right side. So the Tigers did a good job of reading that one and plugging it up. We're under 3 minutes. Man, this ball game is flying by.
Quick update from Harris County. Harris County scores on their first possession. Harris County Tigers 7, LaGrange 0.
Harris County picking up right where they left off last year. The Cavaliers actually play Harris County in 2 weeks, and last year, after the Cavaliers went down there and won that game, Harris County reeled off about 8 straight wins.
Yeah, they did. Backing up to passes, Parks. He throws it to the end zone, and it's going to be
Terry Godwin, touchdown.
Caught it. Touchdown for the Cavaliers. Man, did he get up high.
You know, there again, that's effort. The pass was not that good, but he put it up where only his receiver could catch it, and Terry Godwin went up and got it and put up 6 points for the Cavaliers.
You know, there's one thing about this, guys. When you're the offense, and Terry Godwin knew when he had to jump,
right,
and he simply just out-jumped Brandon Hurd. And I didn't catch the other, the corner over there, but he was up 2 feet higher than everybody else.
That's a great observation, Greg. The advantage goes to the offense and the receiver when that happens.
Got a little motion on the offense.
Yep. Do we have movement there on the line?
Moving on the Cavaliers, so the extra point was actually wide left, so the Cavaliers get an opportunity to try that again.
They planned it that way.
Well, I think that's a dead ball foul, so I don't think Troup can either. I think I'm not sure they can decline that.
No,
penalty.
I think they're going to have to back it up. They'll kick it again.
Quick update from Harris County, 7-7.
Whoa!
Wow, that would be an opening kickoff return, wouldn't you think, Greg?
Well, he didn't text me how. He just said 7-7. So, but we can figure.
They have a gentleman named Mon Denson that plays for LaGrange that can probably take it that far that quick.
Yep, he's fast. Snap, hold, kick. This time it's up, and that kick is good.
Right down the middle.
Yep. 7-0 is your score. The Callaway Cavaliers strike first. A lot of excitement this ball game. 2:32 left to go.
B&T. With us, you're closer to what's important to you. Closer to home with 3 branches in LaGrange. Closer to your money with mobile and internet banking and 6 local ATMs. Plus, you can use any Synovus or Publix Presto ATM in the Southeast. Closer to people who care about you. Local people who make local decisions. We're CB&T. How can we serve you today? CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply to mobile banking.
Then call State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange and officially get to a better state with State Farm.
Now back to the field with Troup vs. Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
You guys who are coming back from break, Greg, Tony and I were talking, how many weapons that the Callaway Cavaliers, you might be able to stop 1, stop 2, stop 3, but then you got the backfield full of 3 different people. Then you got the wide receivers. You got so many different options. As Keller's about to kick the ball off, there's their kick. Kick to going to go out of bounds. So they'll bring it back up to the 35-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
Hunter Milliman doing the kickoff, George. Just had a little trouble pulling everything to the left, and unfortunately for him on that one, kicked the ball out of bounds. So the Tigers are going to have excellent field position to start their second drive of the night. 2:32 left to go in the first quarter play. 7-0 is your score. Callaway strikes first. Been an exciting ball game so far. Had an onside kick. Tigers drove it all the way down to the 5. They went 4 and out that last play. And now the Tiger offense makes their way back to the line of scrimmage. And here we go. I look for the Tigers to go right back to that veer off the right side behind Big Mitch Mathis. That's where they've had their most luck tonight and success.
Single back in the backfield. They'll split the man wide to the left. Smith under center. Checks his line, checks back to the coaches. Actually, now they're going to roll. That's why they only had one man wide, because they were missing their slot man. He's back in. There's the snap. They're going to run it, and it's going to go just to the right side, maybe a yard. So it's 2nd down and 9, and I tell you what, they're reading that Troup offense pretty well.
Good penetration that time by number 14, right end Deion Smith, as he was able to get in the backfield and hold that play to about a 1-yard gain.
2nd down, and we'll call it a short 9. Single back to the backfield, wing to the near side. Slot wing formation to the far side. Smith going to go right back to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to hand off to the tailback. That's big number 7, Dre Towns. Dre's going to get about 3 more yards across the 40, so it'll be 3rd down and 5.
Good job that time from number 10, Keyshawn Freeman, from his linebacker spot. And again, number 20, Lorenzo Patterson, with penetration there, really blocked that play up. But again, the Tigers fell forward for about 3 yards.
Yeah, but one of the things about we talked about Will being limited in his mobility, his option mobility. You kind of limit yourself between the tackles, and it's not going to take somebody long to figure that one out.
It's going to be Quato Florence split wide to this near side, split backfield behind Smith. Smith's got to get the ball pretty quick. Going to roll, going to look, going to have to keep it. As Callaway did a great job of reading that, they were all around him. I think he was wanting to roll and pass out to Florence out in the flats, but just nothing doing.
That almost looked like a busted play as quarterback Smith came out to his right. Really had nobody blocking for him in the Cavalier defense. Number 10, Keyshawn Freeman, number 9, Jalen Allen were all over him, and the play lost about a yard, so that's going to bring up 4th down at about 6, and Terry Godwin is deep for the Cavaliers.
Troup's going to have to do something they didn't do at all against Redan, and that's going to be punt. So this will be the first punt of the season for them in a real ball game. Number 9 for the Troup High School Tigers, Will Smith's going to be back there to punt the ball away. So here he goes. Waiting for the snap. Takes it. Good snap. Gets the kickoff. Good kick.
End over end. Going to hit on about the 25.
And it's going to continue to roll.
Godwin's going to pick it up and bobble it. Tigers pick it up and score.
Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, they tell you that thing is not round. It doesn't bounce right.
Not a good decision that time by number 4, Terry Godwin. He thinks he can make every play, and you commend him for that. But that time ball just got away from him. Tigers pick it up and make the score 7-6 with the extra point to follow. Unless they're going to mark it and not let him advance it. Jack, what do they call? What's the call here?
I don't know, but
Are they saying it was a muff?
I don't think you can.
The ball had already hit the ground, so he attempted to recover it. I don't know how it could be a muff. There may be a new rule that you can't advance it.
Can you not advance a fumble?
Well, they're marking it of the 14. I guess he never had possession.
Okay.
He never had possession of the ball, so I guess you can't.
Okay, so no touchdown for the Tigers. And Greg, you might want to get a rule interpretation for us on that one. This ball's going to be marked inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. And, again, great field position for the Tigers.
Vanquez Bonner's the one that picked that ball up, ran into the end zone. But now it's going to be the Tigers with the ball back at the 15-yard line. They'll have the ball there 1st and 10. And so I guess we'll just have to assume, I think that's probably about right, is that you can't advance that.
A little confusion on the Tiger sideline. Going to have to take a timeout.
They take a timeout. We take one as well. You're listening to Callaway football and Tiger football right here on 96.9 1240 WLAG.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu.
Hello, beautiful. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Hi, Anthony. Hey, how much does my discount make me?
About $150.
Done.
I don't have State Farm, but insurance. Find me money.
I got you $1. Oh, you almost had it. You got to be quicker than that.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm.
There to help you with unexpected savings. Call State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange at 706-882-9324.
we had to get some clarification there. We got some clarification from former head coach of the LaGrange High School Granger, Steve Pardue. He let us know that was a muff punt. Can't advance it. Now have the Tigers going to try to advance from the 1st and 10 at the 15. Smith quickly hands it off to his tailback, Towns. Towns gets to the outside. He's at the 5, 10, touchdown, Tigers!
Great run that time by number 7, Dre Towns, as he broke off left side and looked to be stopped, kept those feet moving, and went around the left side for the Tigers score to make the score 7-6 with the extra point to follow.
So the Tigers don't score on the punt, but they do on the first play from scrimmage from the 15. And that was just a matter of not wrap it up, guys.
And that may have been one of the few times that we've gone off tackle. I say we, the Tigers have gone off tackle.
To the left side, you're right. Most everything's been to the right side, Greg.
They'll break the huddle. They swing the gate back inside. Will Smith will be holding the ball. And let's see what we do here with the point after touchdown. Snap, hold high snap, hold, kick is up. And that kick is good. We're knotted up, 7-7. 21 seconds left to go in the first quarter play. You're listening to Tiger Football and Callaway Cavalier Football right here on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. The Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com.
When you want to sell your real estate, who do you call? Rob or Joel Upchurch, your RE/MAX result agent. They want to go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014. Are you ready to buy a house or land? Then call RE/MAX result agents that will find you what you want and be with you from the first day to the day you sit down in your new home. Let them go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014.
Now back to Troup vs. Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger Football, and the Tigers will kick the ball off, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 36-yard line.
The Tigers going to return the favor on a short kick there and give the Cavaliers the ball up near the 35-yard line, and good field position to start their next drive.
And, I was talking down here on the sidelines. One of the things that being a playmaker, Terry, he's so enthused and he wants to make that play. And unfortunately, times like that, and we mentioned one of the keys of the game, don't make a mistake where it costs you something. And as that result, it cost the Cavaliers a Tiger touchdown on that one. So, Godwin, I know he's feeling bad. He's going to watch him to try to come back and redeem himself.
One of the things that makes him the player he is he's not afraid to fail, Greg. And those great players, they're not worried about making mistakes. They don't like to make them.
That's right.
They don't like to make them, and they don't try to make them. But a little bit of failure doesn't concern them. They don't, and that's one of the things that separates him from a lot of players.
And I've never been a conservative guy myself, so I kind of like that.
Yes, sir.
Lindsey and Leverett will split wide to the far side. They'll roll the big tight end, LeBron Zelaya, on this side. They're going to hand the ball off to the tailback. He's going to get across the 40, still on his feet, down to about the 45-yard line. Short of the first down, brings up second.
That's number 15 there, Cedric Maynard, with a big gain on first down. And again, the right up the middle as the Callaway offensive line continues to open gaping holes in the middle of the Tiger defense.
That'll be the last play of the first quarter. That's just the first quarter. 7-7. What a ball game we've got tonight between the Callaway Cavaliers and the Troup High School Tigers. You're listening to Area High School Football right here on 96.9 and 1240 on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com.
Eddie Hutto and his son EJ at Limcare of LaGrange invite you to visit their new facility.
For 50 years, Holmes Pharmacy has been a part of your life and your neighbor. And through all those years, it's still locally owned and operated. Holmes Pharmacy on Commerce Avenue has a drive-through window and has always had the time to talk to you one-on-one. We're ready for you to join our family at Holmes Pharmacy.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather. If you're tired of the large box stores and are looking for fast personal service, come by today in Hamilton or LaGrange at 136 Commerce Avenue. Holmes Pharmacy, where we take care of you one prescription at a time.
The journey. Where can you challenge your mind and inspire your soul? Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Now back to Callaway vs. Troup on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Talk about area high school sports. LaGrange High School in Harris County playing down there in Harris County tonight. That one's knotted up at 7. So's this one, as we have a fresh set of minutes here. 12 minutes left to go in this first half of play. 7-7 is the score. Callaway has the ball. They're moving left to right now. Parks under center. I formation behind him. He's going to run the option. Keep it. Cuts up field. And it's going to be a collapse punt, but now he breaks through, gets across the 50 down to the 45-yard line. Big run by Tez Parks.
Good lower body strength that time from Tez, from his waist down. He kept those legs moving, and again, that's weight room work from those squats and things. But he's a tough man to bring down in the open field, Jack.
And his knee went down at the 45, but he extended the ball with his body out to about the 42. So he tried to pick up that extra yardage. He's a big young man. 7-7 is our score. Callaway back in the huddle. They'll break, head back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to split a man wide to this near side. That's Terry Godwin. Back to the far side is P.D. Leverett. I formation behind the quarterback, Parks. Takes his time. Checks his line, gets under center. Takes the snap. Loses the snap. A bad exchange there. Let's see who's going to get on it.
Looks like Parks recovered it and fell back forward to the line of scrimmage.
Yep. I was just going to say that I've really been impressed by just the way that Parks handles himself on the field. Takes his time, doesn't get into a rush, but a little bit problem with the exchange right there.
A lot to do with being a senior and all those reps that he's taken in not only in practice but in the game. There's no substitute for game reps, no matter how talented you are. And as a senior, he's had plenty of those under center for the Cavaliers.
Terry Godwin going to split wide to this near side. They're man to the far side, back to the I. Parks going to check his line under center. Takes a snap. Rolls out, hands off to his tailback. Finds some room, goes about the right side. They're having to hold on to him, and he is flying down to the 30-yard line. Gets across down to the 29. That's where they're going to mark him. And again, tremendous job of running by Cedric Maynard.
Good job by the sophomore there, Cedric Maynard, as he kept those feet moving and was able to break a couple of arm tackles from the Tigers and picked up another first down for the Cavaliers, and the ball's going to be marked at Troup High's 29-yard line.
Maynard, just a sophomore, just doing a tremendous job running, breaking 3 and 4 tackles down there as he gets down to the 29-yard line. It's going to be Godwin to this near side. Hand the ball off this time to big number 3, Rosser. And Rosser is hit hard and brought down by Devin.
Devin Power again. We've called his name several times in the first half, and he just stepped in there, and he's probably the only man that maybe can bring Devon down with one arm.
Got a good wrap on him. So only about a yard advance. It'll be second down and 9 now. Actually, they're going to mark him as losing the ball a little bit there. Ball's marked at the 30, so he loses a yard. It's going to be second and 11. 10 minutes left to go in the first half play. 7-7 is your score. We go back to the shotgun now. Single back set to the right side of the quarterback, Parks. Parks going to take it straight up the middle. Good blocking ahead of him, but he's going to be knocked down by a Tiger. Great job that time.
Good open field tackle that time by the Tigers from his defensive back, number 28, Vasquez Bonner.
Yeah, Bonner just...
No, I'm just standing here. I'm watching Vanquez and Tez going at it. Bonner got up off of him and kind of give him a little shin to the face mask, and wasn't anything hard, but then Tez kind of give him a little forearm to the back, and, just a little... But you never know what that might result later on, so you got to be careful now.
They break the huddle, go back to the I formation. Parks go check his line, looks over to his coaches. Man split wide left and right. They're going to break, and he's going to go back to the shotgun. They'll put a slot to the left side. Takes it. He's going to fake it, roll to his left, looking downfield, throws across the middle. He's got a man wide open. Caught. Touchdown, Callaway Cavaliers.
Number 22 that time for the Cavaliers, Michael Moss. Broke open across the middle. Parks rolled to his left and found him, straightened up and threw a strike right across the middle of the field. Touchdown of about 29 yards, put the Cavaliers up by a score of 13-7 with 9:02 to go in the second quarter.
And Tony and Jack, that's what you call lulling that defense to sleep, pounding, all of a sudden sneak one right in the middle. I don't think the Tigers expected that.
Well, again, we talk about all the options on the Cavalier offense. Parks can beat you in a lot of ways. So far, it's been his legs, and that time he showed his arm.
Snap, hold, kick is up. And a flag on the play. That is good, but let's see what the flag's going to mean.
Kick came from the side, Judge, so let's see what we got there.
We got either blocking below the waist, either roughing a kick. He's calling against. He looks like he's calling, blocking below the waist, Callaway or something. Chop block. That's what I'm thinking I'm seeing.
Looking down to the man with the white hat. Yep. Going to be a chop block against Callaway. Looks like they'll mark that off at the kickoff. So right now we're looking at 14-7 in favor of the Callaway Cavaliers with 9 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the first half of play. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier football and Troup High School football.
They're going to kick it again, guys.
Oh. So I guess that is the choice that's been made. They're making their way back out on the field, so we'll keep it here. I was going to go to a break. The Troup High School Tigers having to roll back onto the field.
It's going to make it about a 20 or 30-yard extra point instead of a 17.
I probably need to go to referee school one of these days to actually get some of these calls right. So I've missed 2 or 3 already tonight, guys.
Hey, as long as you got Pardue up there and as long as I got Reed down here, we're good to go.
This might be one of the longer extra points. This is going to be a 35-yard extra point here.
All right, Jack. Let's see what Millman's got. It's going to be Parks holding the ball for him. There's a snap, hold, kick. It's got the
leg. It's good, right down the middle.
He's probably wishing he got a few more for that. That's the longest extra point of the year. 14-7 your score, 9-2 left to go in this first half of play. You're listening to Tiger Football.
When you are ready to buy or sell a house, commercial property, or acreage, you need to call Rob Upchurch. He is ready to go to work for you. Rob Upchurch on the web at robupchurchsales.com. Or when you are ready to buy or sell a house, commercial property, or acreage, you need to call Joel Upchurch. He is ready to go to work for you. Joel Upchurch on the web at joelupchurch.com.
Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Hunter Miller doing the kicking duties for the Cavaliers. He's back to kick off again. And there's his kick. Nice high kick deep. Taken back at the 3-yard line by the Tigers. Up to the 10, 15, 20, and brought down at the 23-yard line by the Cavaliers.
Good coverage that time by the Cavaliers. Number 32 on the kickoff team there, Jay Fuller, was downfield to make the hit.
So they mark it there about the 22, 23-yard line.
Chop block on the Tigers this time, Jack, looks like.
Right.
You know, sometimes when you see it once, you're going to see it more. It's just it's kind of like No, we won't go there.
Now, they always have the big meeting. Was that what the big meeting this year was about? It was chop blocks.
Evidently, yeah. You know, they've had a few rule changes this year in high school football as far as advancing. I was reading on the Georgia High School website, a month ago, and I couldn't tell you what they were, but it seems like
I was reading, but I don't remember what I read.
That's right. It just didn't stick with me, is what I'm trying to say. All right, so we got timeout, Callaway.
All right, Callaway takes the timeout. We take one as well. 30 seconds back to the station. 14-7 is your score. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier football.
Brandon Brooks is your first step to achieving your dream of home ownership. Looking to take advantage of great mortgage rates? Contact Brandon Brooks at Statewide Mortgage by calling 706-302-7638 or visit him online at statewidemortgagega.com. That's Statewide Mortgage, and talk to Brandon Brooks at 706-302-7638 or on the web at www.statewidemortgagega.com. NMLS 1002584.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now, back to Troup vs. Callaway.
Welcome back to high school football as the Callaway Cavaliers are taking on the Troup High School Tigers, and right now they lead it by score 14-7. The Tigers will have the ball. They'll be deep in their own territory.
Starting this drive, Jack, looks like out around their own 10-yard line.
Maybe to give them the 11.
So another long field for the Tiger offense.
Tell you what, though, they have capitalized on some mistakes by the Cavaliers to stay in this ballgame.
Yes, they have.
So here we go. Will Smith will go under center. He'll have a split backfield behind him. He's going to have a slot to the right side and man split wide to that right as well. Takes the snap. Tall sweep going around the right side of Towns. Towns hard in the fumble.
Picked up by the Cavaliers. Bronze Lazea, number 8.
LeBron Lazea will go in for a touchdown for the Callaway Cavaliers. Talk about capitalizing mistakes. Trey Towns has hit hard. Ball pops up in the air. Zalea picks it up and goes into the end zone for another 6.
That was number 10, Keyshawn Freeman on the hit over there, along with left end Jalen Allen. Lodged the ball loose, and it bounced up for Bronze, and he was able to scoop and score. And, Jack, that's one thing that's taught now at the high school level is to scoop and score, not just recover the fumble, but scoop and score, and it paid off for the Cavaliers on that time.
And it bounced right up to LeBron's, right. And he is a happy young man over here. You know, linebackers don't get a chance to intercept and score, scoop and score, so good job for him.
And you know, excuse me, Greg, but you know Bronze is a great kid. He lost his brother last year to leukemia.
Yep.
So anything that happens good for that young man is a positive. He really, really proud for that young man. He's a great kid.
So here we go. Looking for the point after touchdown. Snap, hold, kick is up. And that kick is no good. It's going to go wide to the left side.
Actually, he either kicked it, somebody got a hand on it because it looked ugly, and but
looked like he might have slipped a little bit from up here when his plant foot went down. But you're right, that one, I pulled that one to the left.
May have heard a few footsteps too because the Tigers are coming strong from that far side. 20-7 is your score with 8:50 left to go. Let's take a 30-second break. Back to the station. You're listening to High School Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
When you want to sell your real estate, who do you call? Rob or Joel Upchurch, your RE/MAX result agents. They want to go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014. Are you ready to buy a house or land? Then call RE/MAX result agents that will find you what you want and be with you from the first day to the day you sit down in your new home. Let them go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to Callaway versus Troup.
Welcome back as the Tigers will be returning the ball and get it across the 25-yard line. Almost break out a little bit more as number 28 for the Tigers did a great job. Vanquist Bonner. And he gets it about to the 25-yard line. Looks like they mark it 26. That's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
Had a lot of room on this side if he could have dodged that one last tackle by Cedric Maynard. If he could have got around the corner, there was a lot of green on this side, Jack.
Yeah, Tony, I don't know that it would have been a touchdown, but he would have probably picked up at least 15 or 20 more yards.
You're right.
Hey, I just want to have a shout-out to my wife. I'm glad she's listening because she called me out about reading, even if I understood it or not.
Got a flag down.
Let's see what we got here. While they check it on that, a couple of quick scores. Manchester right now, they're leading Greenville 6-0. Sandy Creek beating Newman 14-0. We still have them knotted up down in Harris County 7-7. Too many people on the field?
Callaway has 12 men on the field.
Tell you what, that'll help your defense, but it'll hurt you if they call the penalty.
Well, if you can get away with it. You know, you try it till they call it, I guess, Jack. You know, and then once they catch it, then you might want to change it. But Tigers going to set up shop just outside the 30 on their own 31-yard line.
All right, so 1st and 5 for the Tigers. Toss sweep around the right side, go right back to the play. They had Domingo Towns. They'll pick up the 1st down and more, getting close to the 40-yard line. Good job.
Good job that time as the Tigers ran a sweep to the right, trying to change it up just a little bit as the left side of the Cavalier line, Jalen Allen on from his left side and left side defensive end, and Javoski Levitt from his linebacker position made that play. You know, Jack, the Tigers are going to have to loosen that Cavalier defense up just a little bit. They're going to have to maybe show some ability to throw it and get wide because the Cavaliers have about 9 men in the box right now.
And we're going to hand the ball off into the line. And to tell you what, a good 3-yard run there with, Callaway. I think there was, 7 guys along the line of scrimmage?
Again, number 9, Jalen Allen that time, and number 14, Deontay Smith Deion Smith from his defensive end. And again, the Tigers picked up 4 yards on 1st down, bring up 2nd and 6.
Yep, 7 men down on the line of scrimmage for Callaway. 2 linebackers and then 2 free safeties. So Callaway expecting the Tigers to run the ball for sure.
Well, with 2 tights, you're probably not going to throw out of this formation.
Tigers are going to take a timeout. Talk about it.
They take a timeout. We take one as well. 7:42 left on the first half play. 20-7 is your score. It's the Callaway Cavaliers leading this one. It's high school football on 96.9, 1240, and on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com.
When you want to sell your real estate, who do you call? Rob or Joel Upchurch, your RE/MAX result agents. They want to go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014. Are you ready to buy a house or land? Then call RE/MAX result agents that will find you what you want and be with you from the first day to the day you sit down in your new home. Let them go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014.
Now back to the field with Troup vs. Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to high school football. Hello. There we are. Welcome back to high school football right here on Eagle Sports. Will Smith, quarterback, back under center. Going to back up. He's going to sweep around this near side, get to the corner, to the 50. Good job of running. Approach to the 45, down to about the 43-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Tigers opening up a little bit and picking up a big first down.
Good job that time by the Tigers. They were able to get number 28 there wide to the left side on a quick pitch. Again, that's Vanquez Bonner. Showed some good speed, some elusiveness. He dodged a couple of tackles and ran out of bounds on the Cavalier. Looks like they're going to mark it on the Cavalier 42-yard line. So the Tigers got a good drive going here.
They get across midfield. As Tony said, ball rests on the 42-yard line. 20-7 is your score. Callaway leading. Smith calls the play out to his guys. Twins to the far side. Split backfield behind it. Going to run that veer option. He hands the ball off to his tailback, who's going to pick up a good another 5 yards there. 2nd and 5.
That was Dunlap off the right side. And what those two plays wide, the success they've had there has opened it up just a little bit on the inside so the Tigers can go back to their VR offense.
Kind of funny. Tony and I were just talking a second. We hadn't seen Dunlap run the ball, and there he is. So once again, the coach is going to tune into our signal, looks like.
Tune it in or tune it out.
Did exactly the opposite of whatever we're calling. Smith will go back under center. Twins to the far side, split backfield. Handing the ball off to Dunlap. Big run by Dunlap. He's hit the first down and more across the 30-yard line.
And you know, guys, that's about the first time we've seen Darrell's name mentioned as far as on the offense. So he's got to get a more of an integral part in this ball game if the Tigers are going to have a chance to hang with these Cavaliers.
Good run off tackle that time by Dunlap. Hit the hole hard, and he and Keyshawn Freeman met each other in the hole, and Dunlap was able to fall forward for a Tiger first down.
Going back to the split backfield. It's actually the same formation as before. And right down the line, they're going to hunt off quickly into the line. It's going to be Dunlap. Just not a lot, trying to go in a little cross buck and going to get maybe a yard, 2nd and 9.
That time, number 20, Lorenzo Patterson from his defensive tackle just simply beat his blocker across the line of scrimmage and stopped that play for no gain.
Update from Harris County, 14-7, LaGrange.
All right, go Grangers. Noonan is making a game out of it, 14-7, as they're taking on Sandy Creek. Will Smith checks his line again, split backfield behind him. Going to roll out. He's going to go for the sweep. He's got to try to get to the corner. Cuts around, gets across the 30 and down to about the 28-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Good run support that time from the right corner for the Cavaliers. Number 22, Michael Moss, read the sweep and came up to support the run as the Cavaliers were able to stretch it out to the left. But again, the Tigers finding some success on the outside. Didn't look like much, but it gained 2 yards.
So 3rd down. And we're going to call it about 8. Smith will have a slot to the right side. 2 men wide over there. Single back in the backfield. As a kind of interior wing will line up as well. He's under center. Backs up end. Officials didn't like that. May have taken too much time.
Well, we're going to say the shot clock.
I know.
But
the Cavaliers
the game clock still has 4 seconds.
And this will be your premium right here.
Sorry to interrupt. I just want to say I combined home and auto with State Farm. Saved $760. Love this guy.
Okay, does it bother anybody else that the mime is talking? Freaky.
Bundle home and auto, and you could save $760.
That's 760 very good reasons to call Matt Orr in LaGrange today.
Drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to the field with Callaway vs. Troup on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. 20-7 is your score.
This is a big 3rd down for the Tigers here, Jack. 3rd down and 9. If they don't make the first down, it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, they may want to go for it. It could be 4-down territory.
Toss sweep going around the right side. Tigers looking to get across the line of scrimmage. They finally do, and he slips down short of the 25-yard line, so way short of the first down. And Greg, I'm kind of with Tony. I think we're in 4-down territory.
I'm in 4-down territory if I'm the coach. no way am I going to attempt a field goal. We can't kick it that far.
Well, and the punt's not going to do you any good.
No, sir. So, the ball's resting on the 25-yard line, so makes sense to me.
Really like the quickness of number 28, Vanquez Bonner. He has really got some good quick feet, Greg.
And it's going to be Callaway jumping off sides.
And that's going to be a first down for the Tigers. Good offensive call that time by the Tigers. I believe they're going to call that on Callaway.
I tell you what.
That's a good job by the Tigers. Good coaching right there.
And, Tony, if it's not I think it's still going to be about 4th and about 6 inches.
Is it?
Not quite a first down.
A lot easier play call 4th and 6 and 4th and inches instead of 4th and 6.
That's right. That's right.
It's just man on man here. Who wants it more is what this is about.
They're discussing something where to place the ball. Yeah. They're pointing down at the ball, deciding on what's the rule of where you place the ball. They want
to get it right here in the second game of the season. They're continuing to discuss it. 4:56 left to go in the first half. 20-7, and this is the score in this ball test.
Well, even if it is short, when you have a big right guard like Mitch Mathis, I would think that's where you would run behind with big Mr. Dunlap there, number 16. Be kind of hard to stop.
Yeah, they've decided to go ahead and measure. Officials called the timeout. They're going to bring the chains out just to see, to be on the safe side. And I'm sure that came at the urging of the Tiger coaches. When you're that close,
sure. Yeah.
It gives you an extra breather,
no doubt.
Kind of an extra timeout. Why not take advantage of it?
So they stretch the chains, and let's see, short.
Maybe 4 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But again, I think I'm with you guys. We got some houses there up front, but Mitch Mathis.
One of the favorite Cavalier plays on defense is to jump down into a goal line formation right before the snap to try to draw their opponent off. So let's see if the Cavaliers can do that this time.
4:56 left to go. 20-7. Tigers looking to get a first down with 4th and about 4 inches. Smith under center. They do pinch down. Smith will pop back up. Check
they almost had movement there, but that was a good job by the Tigers to remain still.
Good discipline.
Yes.
Smith back under center. Hand it off, and they're going to get the first down. The ball.
Ball's loose.
There.
Let's see who's got it.
Tigers caught it out of the air, and it should be a Tiger first down.
But he was hit as soon as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Had some open room. But the ball popped up in the air. It looks like Tigers are going to recover. They'll get a first down out of that one with 4:48 left to go in the first half.
Good penetration by the Cavaliers that time, and good anticipation by the Tigers. They were able to recover and get a fresh set of downs just inside the 20.
This is a good ball game, guys. I'm enjoying this. 20-7. Hope you're enjoying it as well. No matter how you're listening to us on the radio, or maybe you're online watching the ball game and listening to our broadcast as well. Thanks to Britt back at the station and Coleman Vice for putting all this together for us. Split backfield, and they're going to run that little trap inside, get about 2, maybe 3 yards, brings up second down.
Looked like number 4 for the Tigers that time. Brandon Hurd maybe was the back there as they handed a little quick hitter up the middle. No, I stand corrected. That's number 42 for the Tigers on that little quick trap. Chris Howard. Play didn't gain a whole lot. The Cavaliers did a good job of blocking that middle up. Number 52, Justice Perkins, was able to jump his big self in there and held that play to about 2 yards.
Back to the split backfield. 2 tight ends. Got a wing to the left side. Looking to the sideline is the quarterback, Will Smith. Calls out his play to his players. Under center. Takes the snap. Will run the option. Hands off tackle. Going to get a first down and more. Looks like down across the 10.
Great push by the right side of that offensive line. Again, number 70, Mitch Mathis, and his Wellington Callaway on that right side just drove the Cavaliers back that time, and that was going to be marked just about inside the 10.
Yeah, just a little short, guys.
So he's got to get to the 9 for the first down. So you got to the 10. Smith back under center. Going to run the same play. And this time they're going to pick up the first down, if I'm not mistaken, Greg.
Looked like the ball might have been on the ground. Cavaliers may have fell on it. Let's see what we got.
Definitely on the ground.
Yes, sir. Cavaliers fell on it.
Wow. Huge turnover there.
That's a big turnover right there for the Tigers, and a good break for the Cavaliers. With 3:19 to go here in the second quarter, as the Tigers were driving for a possible touchdown there to make the score a little closer, but the Cavalier defense comes up with a big turnover now, and they start this drive inside their own 10 at about the 8-yard line.
That was a huge turnover right there, guys. Because, really, Troup had a chance to really get back in this ball game if they could get back to 14-20 before halftime. And now, 3 minutes is a long time for Tez Parks and that group of.
Don't know if that was a problem with the
guys.
handoff or if that was a problem with the snap, but Greg can tell us he had a little more of his vantage point down there. But the Cavaliers first down and 10 inside the 5, and there's that quick trap again.
Handoff, and looks like the Tigers going to read it well. He's going to get across the 10 to the 11-yard line, brings up second down.
Good job by R.J. Harrison that time, number 17 from his defensive end, and number 3 there for the Tigers. That's Devontae Cofield from his defensive end. So play picked up about a short 2 yards, bring up a second down and 8.
I tell you, Tony, there was so much meat on the bottom of that pile a while ago, I couldn't tell where that ball. He might have got snatched out of his hands, because a lot of these guys I've noticed when they're tackling, they're really grabbing that football. It could have been that way, but.
Right.
Excellent defensive stand by the Callaway Cavaliers, and as you're right, Jack, could have got the Tigers right back. Oh, bad snap.
That ball's on the ground.
Parks is going to get hit. He's going to pick it up, but he's going to get did he go into the end zone?
No, he's about the 1
yard line. I tell you what, that ball was going on a sound, and he snapped it before Tez was ready.
Yeah, R.J. Harrison, again, from his defensive end, was there to make sure that Tez didn't get away. So, ball handling not as sharp by either team here late in the second quarter. So that's going to bring up third down in about probably 18, maybe.
Yep, 18 of the ball
somewhere.
Ball's also resting there on the 1 yard line. So, look for the Tigers to really kind of pinch inside and maybe try to catch the Cavaliers in the backfield. So let's see what we got. Back to the eye. Parks will go under center. Man split wide left and right. He'll go around the right side. Man, he's so fast. Picks up the first, gets out of across the 10-yard line.
And a late flag. That might be a face mask. Parks' helmet's off. So let's see. That came from the umpire. So we'll see what that call is. Greg, you may can tell us more about that.
Again, there were so many bodies flying, but the way his helmet came flying off and that flag went up so high, somebody may have just snatched his helmet off.
And Greg, with a running back like him, you're just reaching. There's nothing malicious about that. You're just reaching for anything you can grab to bring him down.
So talking to the referee. He's going to look this way in just a moment and tell us what we need to know.
And if that's the case, that's probably going to give the Cavaliers a first down.
Yep. So it looked like a chance for the Tigers to, there's going to be a face mask.
15-yard face mask.
That's a big one.
And I'm going to go back to the website, but I believe that face mask, used to have incidental. I don't think you have incidental anymore.
That one definitely wasn't incidental, was it, Greg? Face mask comes off. That ain't incidental, is it?
No.
It's not a breakaway.
Whoops, my bad. No, that ain't going to fly, Ray.
That's right.
Slot to the near side of the Cavaliers. They're going to roll a man back to the other side. I formation behind the quarterback, Parks. Parks going to drop back. He quickly hands the ball off to his tailback. He's going to get, he's still on his feet, running hard. Gets it to the 40, still on his feet. These dragging Tigers all over the field.
What a run by Cedric Maynard right there. Kept those feet moving, got out of bounds, stopped the clock with 1:32. But what I like about that run, Jack, and Greg, was the fact that he covered up the football with both hands.
That's the kind of thing, guys, that will demoralize a defense. You just can't get a guy down.
Well, and if it's, hey, you got him, I'll take him, you got him mentality, and it's not a total team effort, you're right. A guy like Maynard will drag you down quick. So the Tigers showing a little bit of a little tiredness right now, if you will.
Rosser's the tailback. He's going to take the ball, goes to the left side. He's aiming for the corner, but they're going to stop him short of getting to the 35. But now he's still on his feet running.
Good pursuit that time by Troup from their secondary. Those safeties and cornerbacks really closed and did a good job of keeping Rosser not only in bounds but kept him from turning the corner for a big gain. That was a great play right there by the corner. I believe that's number 28. We've called his name a lot tonight, Vanquez Bonner.
Bonner's been all over the field, both sides of the ball. Minute left to go in this first half of play. 20-7 is your score. Callaway leading. Callaway rotate a couple of guys off the field.
And I think, Jack, we mentioned but to start the heat and the conditioning is going to play a big role in the second half and in the fourth quarter.
Yep. Parks going to roll to his right, looking downfield. He's going to just sling it out there. There's two people, and it's going to be a Cavalier that catches it, but he's well out of bounds when he does.
That was a good job by the Cavaliers. Parks threw that ball up, and he's down back here on about the 35-yard line. The throw carried him out of bounds. It was a good throw, but again, the defensive back, number 4 for Troup High School, Brandon Hurd, did a good job of using the sideline as a second defender, and it looked like Parks might have been hit. Not sure exactly what happened, but he is down on about the 37-yard line.
While they check on him, we'll take a break. 38 seconds left to go in this first half of play. 20-7 is your score. Callaway leading on Eagle Sports on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Like a great football team, great cities just don't happen. They require vision, hard work, and leadership.
Hello, I'm Jim Thornton. Like you, I know LaGrange is a great city. I want to make it better for you and your family. I will strengthen our local economy, enhance public safety, and improve our quality of life.
Jim Thornton, leadership at work for all of LaGrange. On November 5th, let's elect Jim Thornton mayor. Learn more at jimthornton.org and like Jim on Facebook. Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
Now back to Troup vs. Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to high school football. Callaway Cavaliers and Troup High School Tigers, and something you don't want to see is Tez Parks being carried off the field.
You know, Jack, last year he had ankle problems toward the end of the year, and he's not able to put any weight, it doesn't look like, on that left side. So number 11 for the Cavaliers, the backup quarterback, Dre Martin, is going to get his opportunity to lead this offense here. So hopefully we can get a report on the sideline, and hopefully we'll see number 1 back in the game in the second half.
Scary thing. You never want to see the guy that talented being taken out of a ball game. So here we go. Quarterback Martin will go under center. I formation behind him. He'll have a twins to this near side. 38 seconds left to go. They'll roll back around. Long snap count. Takes it. And he's going to hand the ball off to his tailback, who doesn't like what he sees at the line of scrimmage. He's going to break out. And a great block that kind of kicks him out, gives him a little bit of room. They're going to get to the ball to the 50-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 5 situation.
And that's probably going to be the last play of this first half, as the Cavaliers are perfectly content to let the clock run out.
Yeah, I think you're right. They're checking on Parks. A lot of guys, and I was worried about him because he is a big part of this Callaway team and does such a great job of leadership.
Jack, I'll tell you, not a lot of folks know a lot about Dre Martin, number 11. Dre Martin is an excellent athlete. You haven't heard that much from him. He is Dre is actually a 10th grader, and he's hadn't had a lot of varsity experience. But, again, this is a tough situation for him to be put in. But you're going to like what you see from Dre when he gets some experience. But at halftime, Jack, you carry us into the break here. At halftime, the Cavaliers lead by a score of 20-7.
Greg, down the field. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, looks like he's took a helmet on the hip, according to his father and coaching staff, Ricky Parks. And he got stung, and that's why he just had a little numbness in his leg. Once it wakes back up, they're talking about him being okay. But they're going to examine him throughout the first half. I believe that Southern Orthopedist was down here, Dr. Guy, and said that hip pointer. I mean, just a hard helmet to the hip bone.
We'll check on him, and as the bands are making their way back on the field.
Good to see him putting a little weight on it, but boy, they say those things are very painful and hard to get over. So hopefully we'll see that young man back in the second half, and he'll be ready to play. Right. He's moving gingerly, but at least he's moving a little bit.
He's upright. That's a big part.
Yes.
We're ready to go to halftime now. 20-7 is your score. The Callaway Cavaliers are leading. We'll talk about this ball game and how things kind of took place in the first half of play. But right now, you're listening to high school football on Eagle Sports.
As a business owner, nothing compares to the sense of pride you feel when unlocking your business first thing in the morning. In this moment, it doesn't matter if you...
Like a great football team, great cities just don't happen. They require vision, hard work, and leadership.
Hello, I'm Jim Thornton. Like you, I know LaGrange is a great city. I want to make it better for you and your family. I will strengthen our local economy, enhance public safety, and improve our quality of life.
Jim Thornton, leadership at work for all of LaGrange. On November 5th, let's elect Jim Thornton mayor. Learn more at jimthornton.org and like Jim on Facebook. Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
Can be replaced if lost or stolen. Plus, there's no credit check required. Let CB&T help you manage your busy lifestyle. Visit us for details or to open your Synovus Connections card today. CB&T, a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC. Fees and restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Proven leadership is a must to keep LaGrange strong, and we have the opportunity to elect a mayor that will work for all of LaGrange. That's Jim Thornton. He knows what needs work and what already works. Jim Thornton is ready to listen to you and work hard to keep LaGrange strong. So vote Jim Thornton, Mayor, November 5th.
Hello, I am Jim Thornton, and if you want to know more about me and my campaign for mayor, please go to jimthornton.org and like me on Facebook. And please remember to vote November 5th.
Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
Kia. Hi, friends. Jess Licht here with Kia of LaGrange. We take pride in serving our customers. There are no gimmicks or tricks to get you into our doors. We're the dealership you can trust. Shop with us and see the difference. Right now, all Kia Souls must go to make room for the arrival of a totally transformed 2014 Soul. The 13 Soul starts as low as $14,400 and is backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come test drive a Soul today. KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject rather than admit they probably don't have enough. And that's why State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange focuses on how the benefits of life insurance actually lives on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance or life without having to give up college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange at 706-882-9324 and put the life back in life insurance.
Now back to Callaway vs. Troup on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Yeah, welcome back to Callaway Field. I'm Coleman Weiss, your halftime ceremonial host, and Tony Wall's in here, and I guess Greg Hicks is somewhere out on the sideline as well. But yeah, there you go. And I got to tell you, it is this ball game is everything I thought. The only thing that I did not think that the score would already be this wide. I really thought we would be looking at a 7-point or 3-point ball game at halftime, but we were just talking, Tony, with two different drives for the Tigers that didn't make it to the end zone, we would have a 21-point game.
Right. The opening kickoff, actually, everything's been, you know, the game started off a little bit funny. I'm not sure that was an onside kick. It almost looked like he just missed it, and the Tigers were able to go down and fall on it. And you're right, Coleman, they had a first down inside the 5 and weren't able to score. Callaway went 95 yards and did score to make it 7-0. And then I thought the last 2 minutes down here of the first half was really critical because you almost had you did. You had almost a 7-point swing there because the Tigers were driving for a touchdown that could possibly bring them within a one-touchdown score. They put the ball on the ground. And Callaway was able to get out and get into halftime with a 2-touchdown lead. But, you know, again, I think if I remember right, I believe the Tigers get the ball to open up the second half. I believe they deferred. So, you know, if they can take the ball in the second half, that opening drive, go down and score, put a little pressure on Callaway's offense and defense. And a lot of it's going to be how Tez Parks is doing once we get a report on him at halftime.
Yeah, you know, and you know, it will be interesting to see if they let him come back and play. And it might be determined how the game goes. And if Troup starts getting back in this ball game, he might shake it off and come on in. But you know, it's you know, you get an injury like that, it's a long season, and if you can let your players stay out in the heel, that's really what you want to do at this point because gosh, you got a lot of games to go to finish up the season.
Right, and one thing, Greg gave us a great report. We think it's a hip pointer. We're not sure, and hopefully he can get some feeling back in that leg, get some ice on it, and get back in there and run this offense. But if not, an opportunity for a 10th grader, Dre Martin. We're going to have Dre next year. Tez won't be here next year, right. So it's an opportunity to get some reps in. And you know, when unfortunately injuries are part of the game, every team has to deal with it. So the Cavaliers will have to deal with that if that's the hand they've been dealt.
Yeah, I tell you what, we're going to listen to the Troup Tiger Band. We're also going to listen to the Callaway Cavalier Band, and then we'll take a commercial break after we get a chance to listen to the band here. So please keep your ear right here to WLAG 1240, 96.9, and on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com. Here's the Troup Tiger Band.
is Eagle 102.3, and that is the Troup Tiger Band. We'll see about getting a chance to enjoy the Callaway Band here shortly as you're listening to WLAG 1240, 96.9, and on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com.
When you want to sell your real estate, who do you call? Rob or Joel Upchurch, your RE/MAX result agents. They want to go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014. Are you ready to buy a house or land? Then call RE/MAX result agents that will find you what you want and be with you from the first day to the day you sit down in your new home. Let them go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014.
Where can you be encouraged to make your own discoveries? Where can you be challenged to achieve the impossible by professors who know you by name? Our graduates have earned Emmy and Grammy nominations, successfully negotiated major business deals, and been inspired to teach and serve where they're needed most. Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
You're busy with places to go and people to see. At CB&T, we understand. That's why we created the Synovus Connections prepaid card. Use it for purchases, ATM withdrawals, and even get cash back. It's an affordable alternative to checking, simple to load, and can be replaced if lost or stolen. Plus, there's no credit check required. Let CB&T help you manage your busy lifestyle. Visit us for details or to open your Synovus Connections card today. CB&T, a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC. Fees and restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Kia. Hi, friends. Jess Licht here with Kia of LaGrange. We take pride in serving our customers. There are no gimmicks or tricks to get you into our doors. We're the dealership you can trust. Shop with us and see the difference. Right now, all Kia Souls must go to make room for the arrival of the totally transformed 2014 Soul. The 13 Soul starts as low as $14,400 and is backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come test drive a Soul today. KiaofLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
It's Eagle 102.3, WLAG 1240, 96.9, and on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com. I had Brandon Brooks come in here, stadium announcer, and telling us that Tony's been a little too excited. Tony, I'm concerned that people are coming in here concerned.
And I'll have to apologize if I blowed up some eardrums tonight. I certainly will, especially Brandon. I don't want to upset Brandon at all, because he's such a low key type person himself. Yeah. And I don't really want to upset Brandon. So.
Well, this press box has been cheering and yelling and screaming. It's been cool up here to see everybody awfully excited and having a good time tonight. It really is fun to see this group, Troup and Callaway, playing. This is such a great group to play, and I tell you, it really is a wonderful group of fans and players and band, and everybody gets along so well.
And you mentioned the fans, Coleman. The stadium, from our vantage point over here in the press box, the Troup side looks pretty full.
Yeah,
a lot of folks on the rail at halftime, of course, getting something to drink, something to eat. And when you look over here at the Callaway side, Greg had a little better view than we did, but it looks
it's just as full.
It's just as full.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's a great crowd tonight. Yeah. It's a great crowd.
If everybody would come out of off the sidewalks into the stands, it would be no sitting room, only standing room only.
And then that's big. That's great for the community and both schools, and it's exciting. It's obviously it's a good gate for everybody, but that's big. I can remember a lot of times when the Cavaliers first started, and when the Tigers. You'd have 50 people in the stands.
It was ugly.
And now it's great to see the community get behind.
That's right.
Get behind these teams, and of course the cross county clash, as you call it. So it's become quite an event on Friday night early in September.
And I think Coach Wiggins and Coach Kendall actually they're good friends, as we witness here, the three of us, every Saturday morning at Kia of LaGrange showroom. come in, and they're just as cordial. I mean, heck, they could go fishing one day, as far as we know. They're just that way. They seem to get along real well. And
they like each other except for about 3 hours on Friday night on September 6th. Yeah, you know, and that's okay.
That's okay.
I mean, you're that way. You know what I'm saying? We like each other most of the time. 3 hours on Friday, we just don't really care for each other, do we?
That's the reason I put one of y'all on the sideline.
Yeah, you messed up. We're both in the booth on you now.
Yeah. Well, luckily there's a brick wall between you.
Yeah. But you know, I was down on the sidelines. A lot of people wondering what's going on with Tez. Well, he got hit, and he got hit hard with a helmet on the hips. And people asked me, well, why wasn't he walking? Why wasn't he putting any pressure on it? And I said, well, first of all, he was numb. It was stinging so hard. He didn't know if he was how bad he was hurt, if it was cracked or anything. So after the guy looked at it, at his first evaluation, which was about a 30-second evaluation, simply helmet to the hip, possible hip pointer. He's going to go in and examine him, and whether or not he comes back in the second half, who knows? We'll wait to be seen. But, you know, with the way the Cavaliers are playing right now, basically, Tony, moving the ball, I'm not going to say at will, but certainly most of the time, aggressively, positive yardage, and the Tigers are having a tough time dealing with that. And then when you flip over when Troup's on offense, they've had very little success running it. And it's a spot outside and a spot outside here, maybe once up the middle, but the Cavaliers really got their number.
Well, the Cavaliers have pretty much sold out to the fact that they're going to make Troup try to beat them through the air, throwing the ball. As we mentioned before, Greg, Cavaliers had 9 men in the box, daring them to throw the ball.
That's right.
So, that's an adjustment that's going to have to be made. You put a lot of pressure on that line when there's more people to block than you got blockers.
But even with 9 people in the box, they're moving the football.
They did.
That's impressive football. When you sit there and go, we dare you to run it, we don't think you can do it, and they go, okay, we will anyway.
Well, one of the things, Tony, that I mentioned earlier, I mean, how many times has Dunlap touched the ball? And Dunlap is the Tigers' ace.
Count them on one hand.
And I think if you're going to continue to run the football, now, of course, Troup, like you mentioned in pregame, they've got weapons and talent that a lot of folks just don't realize. And we spotted that in the preseason game and even last week. Like, where these kids come from?
Well,
that's a good thing.
We mentioned Vanquest Bonner a lot during the first half. Really like his feet. He's real quick, and he's got a lot of speed. He gets outside, and he can make some plays happen, and was able to open up a little bit of that interior late in the second half that allowed the Tigers to move the ball with that veer.
Well, I haven't mentioned the score. Callaway 20, Troup 7. That's Callaway 20, Troup 7 at halftime. And we will be getting back to the play here in just a minute. But let's listen to the Callaway Cavalier Band as they are rocking Callaway Stadium with their 3-tuba band. And we'll do that and enjoy just that. And then we'll see about doing a commercial break. So here is the Callaway Cavalier Band. Listening to Troup Tiger Football right here on WLAG 1240, 96.9 on the World Wide Web at Eagle1023.com. We'll be back right after this.
It's tough out there, trying to stretch every paycheck a little further than the last one. It means cutting cost, and one of the best places to start is at the office of State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange, because he'll do a free discount double check to make sure you're getting the car insurance discounts you deserve, up to 40%. So give State Farm agent Matt Orr a call today, because being there to help keep more of your money in your pocket is why he's there. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Like a great football team, great cities just don't happen. They require vision, hard work, and leadership.
Hello, I'm Jim Thornton. Like you, I know LaGrange is a great city. I want to make it better for you and your family. I will strengthen our local economy, enhance public safety, and improve our quality of life.
Jim Thornton, leadership at work for all of LaGrange. On November 5th, let's elect Jim Thornton mayor. Learn more at jimthornton.org and like Jim on Facebook. Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
You're busy with places to go and people to see. At CB&T, we understand. That's why we created the Synovus Connections prepaid card. Use it for purchases, ATM withdrawals, and even get cash back. It's an affordable alternative to checking, simple to load, and can be replaced if lost or stolen. Plus, there's no credit check required. Let CB&T help you manage your busy lifestyle. Visit us for details or to open your Synovus Connections card today. CB&T, a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC. Fees and restrictions apply, subject to approval.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now, back to Troup vs. Callaway.
It is Troup versus Callaway. That is absolutely correct. It is the big game everybody's been waiting for the last couple of weeks, and this has turned out to be everything we thought it would be. Callaway 20, Troup 7. Really the big difference in this game is two times Troup has got inside the 10-yard line and come away with no points. Callaway, every time that they've gotten down to got some momentum, they have scored. And of course, they're 21 and Troup 7. But I tell you what.
CB&T. With us, you're closer to what's important to you. Closer to home with 3 branches in LaGrange. Closer to your money with mobile and internet banking and 6 local ATMs. Plus, you can use any Synovus or Publix Presto ATM in the Southeast. Closer to people who care about you. Local people who make local decisions. We're CB&T. How can we serve you today? CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply to mobile banking.
Are you sure we should take this billboard down?
People find out State Farm does car loans as well as they do insurance. Our bank is through.
Good point. Grab an edge. Look, there's 2 guys on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
No, for real, there's 2 dudes on the State Farm
Borrow Better banking sign.
Gentlemen, please get down from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign. Phil, get the hose.
Okay, he's getting the hose.
All right, let's go.
Want to borrow better? Contact State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp about a car loan that could save you hundreds.
Bring it up and say it out loud and get used to the idea, and then it happens.
It's good water cooler talk.
Well, I tell you what, and we got Callaway Stadium. We've got a great facility. It needs to be full, slap full 3 times a year, and it can be with Troup and Callaway playing, then Troup and LaGrange playing, and then Callaway and LaGrange playing. We could really use this facility to the best of its ability.
Well, and one argument for that would also be when you look at road games now. You have to find you only have so many region games, and you have to fill in with road games. Well, I'm sure LaGrange would probably rather play in town than having to go to Thompson in a couple of weeks. As a non-region game, just as any of the teams would. Troup, if you can stay in town and still play, a game, but But again, there's probably a lot of factors that go into that, and I guess the powers to be will determine that later on down the road.
That's right, and we get to just talk about whatever we want to, and I know these athletic directors have a lot of factors they have to work out, and maybe that's something we'll see in the future. But this right here, this rivalry, this game, the Troup Callaway game, has turned into something very special, and I really do enjoy having a chance to be a part of it and bring it to you. And of course, you can not only listen to it on 96.9 and 1240, you also can check it out on the web at eagle1023.com. And I tell you what, a lot of great people that help make this broadcast happen, and we want to say thank you to all of them. We've got a serious sales staff that works really hard, and of course our production staff and management, and of course you guys doing the hard work, calling these ball games and being willing to be away from your families and all that stuff, and we really appreciate all y'all do. So there you go. Let's take a break on that note. Callaway up 20 and Troup 7, and we'll be back as halftime's just about over with here at Callaway Stadium. You're listening to Troup Tiger football and Callaway football.
For over 50 years, Holmes Pharmacy has been a part of your life and your neighbor, and through all those years, it's still locally owned and operated. Holmes Pharmacy on Commerce Avenue has a drive-through window and has always had the time to talk to you one-on-one. We're ready for you to join our family at Holmes Pharmacy.
Hi, I'm Peggy Prather. If you're tired of the large box stores and are looking for fast personal service, come by today in Hamilton or LaGrange at 136 Commerce Avenue. Holmes Pharmacy, where we take care of you one prescription at a time.
To sell the house insurance or life without having to give up college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange at 706-882-9324 and put the life back in life insurance. Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange. When you want to sell your real estate, who do you call? Rob or Joel Upchurch, your RE/MAX result agents. They want to go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014. Are you ready to buy a house or land? Then call RE/MAX result agents that will find you what you want and be with you from the first day to the day you sit down in your new home. Let them go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to Callaway versus Troup.
All right, we're back, and we're ready to kick the ball off. Callaway will kick the ball off to the Troup High School Tigers. It'll go out of bounds at about the 20. They'll bring it out to the 35, and that's where the Tigers have it first and 10, but a flag goes down late. Let's see what we got there.
That looks like just the normal flag for the kick going out of bounds, Jack, I believe. I don't see another one unless
I'm hoping that's all that is.
Yeah.
Because when it goes out of bounds, that's kind of a... No? They're going to say that... okay, no, that is the call.
Yeah, that's what it is. So, Jack, it looks like the Cavaliers will be without quarterback Tez Parks in the second half. He has the shoulder pads off. So it looks like it's going to be number 11, Dre Martin, at quarterback for the Cavaliers in the second half.
All right.
Quiet, please.
Go ahead, Greg.
No, I said that was my spot, dadgummit.
I'm sorry, sir. You want to come up here and swap this time?
Good call, Tony.
All right, here we go. 20-7 is the score. Callaway leading. The Troup High School Tigers have the ball moving right to left. Quick hitter. They're going to hand the ball off to the tailback. Get about 1 second and 9.
Good job that time by the Cavalier defensive front. They were able to step in and hold that play to no gain. Number 10, Keyshawn Framer from his linebacker spot. Number 9, Jalen Allen. And, Greg, it looks like there's some opportunities for quarterback Will Smith to keep the ball around end.
They're not taking it at all.
Because they're not respecting his ability to run yet.
I agree, and the natives are getting restless over on the visitor side. You can just see it.
Well, they actually hit him this time, but the big hitter for the Tigers, they're going to get down to near the 45-yard line. They got to get across the 45 for the first down. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2.
That's a big run on 2nd down there by number 42 for the Tigers, Chris Howard. We've called his name several times.
Yep.
He has had some success running the ball behind Mitch Mathis and Wellington Callaway on that right side. Big 3rd down right here early in the second half for the Tigers.
Split backfield for the quarterback, Smith, under center. The slot to the right side, man wide to the right side. Takes the snap, hands the ball off, quick hitter, and they're going to get across the 45 for a first down.
Not much of a gain that time, but enough for a first down. As we mentioned, number 42, Chris Howard there again. And one name we haven't called too much for the Tigers tonight is he's doing a great job as their center there, Hudson Newton. He's also combining to open up some good-sized holes for the running backs from the Tigers.
And Hudson only a sophomore.
Kind of like that for the future of the Tigers.
And Chris Howard, if you guys remember, 2 years ago stepped up and did a tremendous job. Last year didn't play, so back again this year. So we'll wait to see what we can see out of him this year.
2 tight end set, split backfield. They're going to hand the ball off into the line. Not a lot there, maybe a yard, 2nd and 9.
Not a lot of movement that time from the Tiger line as they try to go off the left side that time for a little bit different look. That was number 60, Jason Hernandez, and left tackle number 76, Tristan Thompson, as the Cavaliers stepped in there and held that play to a short 1-yard gain. Number 31, Aquarius Beasley in on the tackle from his right defensive end.
Tigers no huddle, back to the line of scrimmage, split backfield, 2 tight end set, wing to this near side. And setting up the run again, it looks like. Smith, once again, they're going to run the trap. They're going to pick up some yardage in big time across the 45, down to the 40, down to the 35-yard line. And the Tigers were doing a great job with that interior blocking.
Big run that time by Chris Howard. He was able to come up in there behind those big offensive linemen. And the one thing about that veer is such a quick-hitting offense. If you can pop that first line of scrimmage, you can get some big yardage.
Michael Moss comes off the field holding an ankle. So Cavaliers getting nicked up kind of left and right. I noticed tonight also Eddie Culpepper's hurt tonight. He's not dressed out. So here we go. Tigers back to the line of scrimmage. Smith looks left, looks right, checks his line. Going to keep it and I think that's a little bit of broken play, guys.
Well, he did exactly what we were talking about. He faked to the fullback and kept it, and the angle was just a little bit too deep, and he actually ran into his own man, number 7 there. I believe that's Dre Towns. As they went try to go around the right side, so that play was held to no gain. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. And this is the yardage that Troup has to stay away from. The 2nd and 10s and 3rd and 9s. They need to grind out 4 or 5 yards on those 1st and 2nd downs to put them in manageable 3rd downs.
Once again, into the line of scrimmage. Good blocking there. Gets them about 5 yards. 3rd and 5.
Again, a good job by that offensive line again on that right side to pick up 5 yards on 2nd down. Now they do have a manageable 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 here. So let's see what the Tigers can come up with.
Got to go down to the 25-yard line.
You figure this is 4-down territory, I would think, too, Greg.
Down 27, that's for sure, with 8:34 already quickly into this 3rd quarter of play. Takes the snap, going to bounce out and keep the ball, and they do take him that time.
Play's going to lose about 2 yards as they faked, and obviously the coaches are seeing the same thing we are. Keyshawn Freeman, number 10, from his linebacker spot, read that play. So that's going to bring up a big 4th down and 6, maybe 7 here as Darrell Dunlap checks back into the game at the tailback.
You know, most quarterbacks are not strong left. They really just don't favor their left side, and as you can see, why Will would rather go to the right side. And defense knows that, and so if the coaches could somewhat take advantage of that, maybe do an option to the left side.
Well, they're lining up 4 on that right side, Greg. You're a really good call there. They're going to run the handoff into the inside. They're going to not get the first down, get across the 30, but they're going to have to get to the 25, and they don't. So they'll turn it over on downs, and it'll be Callaway with the ball, resting at about the 27-yard line.
And Dunlap comes up with a little bit of limp, but he looks like he's going to be okay. You know, again, 4th and 5, 4th and 6, that's tough to pick up that on the ground. And so that's one of the things that the Tigers are going to have to stay out of is those 3rd and 4th long situations. But again, a good job by the Cavalier defense. They bent a little bit but didn't break. Tigers came out with a good opening drive, moved the ball down inside the 30, and now it's the Cavalier turn on offense with number 11, quarterback Dre Martin.
So Martin will take the reins of the offense. Good-looking kid. I formation behind him. Men split wide left and right. Going to go under center. Tigers kind of creeping up, looking to blitz. They're going to hand the ball off into the line and nothing there. In fact, they're going to stop him, maybe even short of the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Good job by the Tigers on that left side. Number 90 there, big Dikembe Billingsley did a good job from his defensive tackle. And, of course, number 78, Devin Powell. We've called his name all night long. Both of those young men have had a good ball game for the Tigers on defense.
Of course, Martin, a good athlete, but there's so much difference between having a Parks in there and a Martin there because the defense can collapse a little bit more because they're not worried about that quick run threat that you have with Parks.
And again, they don't, another thing, they don't know what to expect from Martin yet. They're going to try to make him beat him. They're going to crowd that line of scrimmage and make him make some plays.
He's going to back up, hand the ball off to the tailback. He's going to get some, actually, they're going to stop. He gets a little bit yards. They're going to stop him. He's going to get forward progress across the 30 to about the 33.
Darryl Dunlap from his linebacker position there, and a host of Tigers joined him after that. Going to give him forward progress up to about the 33, so it's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 5, Jack, for the Cavaliers.
Clock continues to run, 6:38. All this running that we've seen tonight has made this ball game move fast with the clock.
Well, and it may be, until Coach Napier and his staff get Martin's legs under him. They may turn this one over to their defense to see, maybe play a field position game until Martin gets a little more comfortable with the offense.
The officials are talking to him.
Well, and they're back and forth, and they've yet to call a play in, so a little extra time taken. But, Tony, we talk about the new quarterback. It looks like they're just playing conservative right now.
That's right.
You really don't know what kind of talent this kid's got. I don't know if you've seen him. I don't remember seeing him at all last year, so kind of hard for me to say anything because, heck, I can't remember what I read.
I know he's grown a lot from last year. He was a JV quarterback, but it looks like the Tigers are going to wow.
The Tigers
quick trap up the middle. Tigers are going to stuff that to basically no gain. And, Greg, I think you're right. They're going to be conservative with him until they it looks like they got a break there. It looked like the Tigers might have jumped, and there was no flag, but that's going to bring up 4th down, and a good job by the Tiger defense. They're going to get 3 and out, get off the field.
And if I may say, I'm down here in the end zone looking at it as the play develops, and it even looks like Rosser is approaching the run a little bit with timidity, and that's not him. And so you wonder if the whole psyche of the offense has somewhat been modified.
Well, when they've lost their leader and their on the field leader, I think that's for a 16, 17-year-old kid. There's going to be some doubt, but they injuries are part of the game, and you got to overcome that. Chase Freeman back to punt, gets off a nice high spiral.
And a fair catch called. It's going to bounce out of bounds at the 30, and that's where the Tigers will take it 1st and 10. Let's take a break. 20-7 is the score. Callaway leading on high school sports on Eagle Sports.
Where can you be a star athlete and a math superstar? Where can you prepare for graduate school or your dream job and make friends for the journey? Where can you challenge your mind and inspire your soul? Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Now back to the field with Troup vs. Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. The Tigers going to hand the ball off into the line. The little trap play gets across the 35. Gain of about 3, 2nd and 7.
Went behind the left side that time to give for a little different change. And, again, it didn't look like much, but the play gained 3 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 7.
And, if we could if the Tigers can do that, that's fine. But, we've gotten inside the 20 a couple of times and no points out of that. 5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter play. Smith going to check out, looks to his coaches. Going to have a slot to the right side, split backfield behind him, tied into this near side.
Ball's on the ground, looks like. And Cavaliers going to pick it up. Looks like they're going to take it in, Jack.
10-5, touchdown, Callaway Cavaliers off the fumble by the Troup High School Tigers.
And that looks like it, I'm not sure a number. Let's see. Let me get that number for you, Jack. I'm not sure.
20-something, Tony.
25 is Brandon Body. He's a young linebacker. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can find out.
That's a tremendous job of hustle by the Callaway team here. They have been, they've made a few mistakes, but they have really done a great job of making sure to take advantage of every mistake that the Troup High School Tigers have made tonight.
And I'm sorry, Jade, I didn't mean to interrupt you. That was number 20, Lorenzo Patterson, from his defensive tackle, I believe, who's getting the shakes, and congratulations on the side there. And also number 28, Dominique Copeland. Looks like a ninth grader.
Yep.
It is Copeland who's getting the handshakes over there. Number 6.
He's a little faster than the other one.
So he did a good job there. Number 26, I'm being informed over here by my spotters, Aaron Clausel, a junior who picked up that ball and ran it in for a big touchdown for the Cavaliers to go up by a score of 26-7.
Looking to go for the point after touchdown now. They're going to mark it off. And here we go. 26-7 right now with 4:42.
So what was the flag for, Jack?
I think it was just a warning.
Was that celebration or what was that?
Mm-hmm.
Sideline warning.
Snap, hold, kick is up.
No good.
And that is no good. So 26-7 is our score.
You're ready to buy or sell a house, commercial property, or acreage, you need to call Rob Upchurch. He is ready to go to work for you. Rob Upchurch on the web at robupchurchsales.com. Or when you are ready to buy or sell a house, commercial property, or acreage, you need to call Joel Upchurch. He is ready to go to work for you. Joel Upchurch on the web at joelupchurch.com.
Please remember to vote November 5th.
Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton. Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to the field with Callaway vs. Troup on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
So it looks like the sideline warning was actually a penalty because they're going to back them up.
I was wondering if that was a celebration penalty or whatever, but the kickoff will be from the 25. Jack, let me make sure I get that young man's name. Number 26, Aaron Clausel, Clausell, a junior, picked up that fumble and ran it in for the Cavalier touchdown.
All right, so Callaway kicking the ball off to the Tigers. Nice high, deep kick. Taken back at the 20 by the Tigers. Up to the 30, 35. And good coverage there by Callaway. Stop him short of the 40-yard line, and that's where the Troup High School Tigers will have it there 1st and 10.
And you know, Jack, with 4:37 to go now in the third quarter, not only are the Tigers behind by a score of 26-7, but the clock also becomes their enemy also. They've got to try to score quickly here to get back in this game and try to keep the Cavaliers from scoring again.
You can't grind this far behind. You really got to go ahead and try to open it up a little bit, I believe. Slot to the right side. Split backfield.
You may see them stick with their offense, Jack, maybe through this quarter, but and to see what they can do on this drive.
Smith going to go under center. Toss sweep going around the right side. Hold that ball. Gets to the corner, gets across the 40, and he fights his way up out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
That's good running again by number 28, Vanquez Bonner. Really like his effort and his competitiveness. He didn't want to go out of bounds. Looks like they're going to mark him out. Look, maybe on the 41, 42-yard line.
Must have stepped out over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on first down, it's a good gain. Yep. And got out of bounds to stop the clock. So a good first down play for the Tigers there. Number 7 for the Cavaliers, Jet Snellings, comes off holding his shoulder a little bit.
2nd and 5. It's a hard-hitting ball game, folks. Smith going to hand it off right there. A big run to here to the 50, down to the 40, 30, down to the 20, going out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Huge job by Dre Towns right there to pick up big yardage for the Troup High School Tigers.
Great job by Dre Towns. And, again, let's give that left side of that offensive line some credit there. Number 76 there for the Tigers at left tackle, Tristan Thompson. Number 60, left guard, Jason Hernandez. And only a touchdown-saving tackle from Terry Godwin kept the Tigers out of the end zone. So the Tigers trying to score quickly here toward the end of the third quarter.
Spreading out that. Great, Greg.
Towns comes out with a left hammy. He wasn't going to outrun Terry Godwin, that's for sure, but he comes off the sidelines limping mighty hard, so they got to stretch that out.
Tight end right, slot to the left. Going to go to the right side, hand the ball off this time to Darrell Dunlap, goes just off the right side, gets down near to the 11.
Again, it doesn't look like much, but he picked up almost 4 or 5 yards on that first down, so brings up a very manageable 2nd down and 6 here for the Tigers.
He really falls behind his blocker and then just takes a little step to the right, finds that gap, and picks up those extra yards.
Cavaliers substitute a lot of new people on defense, trying to rest those kids.
Back to the right side. This time it's going to be a little trap going back inside, getting inside the 10, looks like.
Number 20 that time for the Cavaliers, Lorenzo Patterson from his defensive tackle, held that play to about 2 yards, so brings up third down and about 3, Jack, would you say?
Yep.
And you got to notice when Keyshawn's not in the ball game, as a read, Will's got to notice that Keyshawn's not in the ball game, pull it, and it opens up an option to the outside.
Smith going to pull it this time. Tosses it. Ball's on the ground.
Again. Looks like the Cavaliers are going to pick it up. And they are. That's another turnover for the Tigers.
Well, I did call that play. Unfortunately, you got a block to make that happen.
Yeah, but Smith goes around the right side, and just as he's about to be taken down, pitches the ball. The bobbles there at the pitch. Ball falls on the ground, and Callaway picks it back up.
Number 19, Quantavious Anderson from his defensive end, and number 12, Dante Lindsay from his cornerback. I believe he fell on the football, but that play was made by number 19, Quantavious Anderson, who did a great job of stripping the ball from the quarterback, Will Smith. So the Cavaliers are going to set up shop with 3:16 to go in the third quarter, just outside their own 10-yard line. Ball's marked on the 12.
Guys, how many times have we seen the Tigers shoot themselves in the foot with a fumble? I mean, driving inside, getting close, getting good field position, picking up scores where the Callaway has just taken advantage of these Troup High School Tiger mistakes. Martin, the quarterback, I formation behind him. Troup shows blitz. They're going to bring him down after about a gain of 2. So, again, good job by the defense, but you really don't want to see them on the field right now in the third quarter.
You know, it's sitting there talking with Leslie Meadows, the defensive coach at Long Cane, and he said the pitch relationship there, we noticed while ago.
Real close.
Yeah, too close. And, Dustin Ward, the quarterback's coach, I know he's young and he's helping out, but he's got to pick up on that. And if we can see it in the stands, surely they can see it.
But, that we talked about maybe why they weren't running that play. Well, maybe we now know why. They don't have a lot of confidence in that pitch relationship, and so far they haven't been able to run it. So, but until they get that corrected, that's something if the Tigers expect to get better on offense, they're going to have to make their opponent respect Will Smith's ability to run the football.
That's almost a handoff the way he's got that pitch relationship. Martin going to fake it, roll out, stays on his feet, gets out of bounds at the 20-yard line, short of the first down.
You can see the athleticism in Dre Martin, his ability to handle the ball. Got unbelievable speed. He can get to that corner and make a lot of things happen. And again, he's only a 10th grader. The only thing I'd like to see him do there is stay in bounds. But again, I mentioned I'm a homer, folks. I'm sorry about that. But 2:22 to go here in the third quarter. Jack's already hit me 3 times, so I bruise easily. But again, the Tigers hanging in there, 26-7, 2:22 to go in the third quarter.
Playing a better ball game really than the score indicates.
But we mentioned, anytime you deal with kids, it's about turnovers, Jack. Mm-hmm. It's about and what do you do with those turnovers? The opportunities that you create, and that ball bounces awfully funny sometimes.
2:22 left to go in the third quarter play. There's a snap. Going to hand the ball off to the tailback, who's going to try to find a room coming around this near side. Gets to the 20 and gets knocked down hard there.
That's a good tackle out there by number 11 for the Tigers on the corner. Kelsey McCutcheon on Devon Rosser. But it looks like they're going to call that one back. Going to have a hold against the Tigers.
Against the Cavaliers.
I'm sorry, against the Cavaliers. I'm sorry, Greg, you're right.
Zalea was holding it coming out of his fullback position. He let Dunlap get away from him. When Dunlap turned to chase, he grabbed his jersey and then he let go.
That's usually a dead giveaway when he sees something straight.
They'll call that.
Yeah, when he let go and his hands went up in the air, the guy said, I got to throw this flag. And that's a shame because, that would have put him, they may have still been punting, but they at least had some positive yardage.
Well, now, interesting choice here. They're going to take the penalty.
Well, that's probably, thinking, not trying to think like Coach Kendall, but that's probably a good call because if they do hold them and have to punt, you maybe gain that 10 yards of field position right here. So, and with time running down in the third quarter, it's going to be important to have good field position after this exchange.
All the weapons that Callaway has, though, boy, it kind of scares me to give him another down.
On the other hand, you give him another opportunity to make 15 yards here.
The shotgun snap. Going to hand the ball off to the big tailback, number 3, Devon Rosser. Rosser, though, going to get stopped short of the original line of scrimmage. And so they'll have to punt the ball. And the punter is probably going to have to be standing in his end zone.
Now, was that Troup on offense just then? I'm sorry. I'm just joking, but it's amazing. We talked about how the character of an offense changes, Tony, and you mentioned when you lose your leader.
It's a confidence level.
Yeah.
Greg, I think they're right now they don't have the confidence that they need.
And one other thing, and I need to get over there and check it out, why Godwin's not in the ball game. I watched him on the sidelines. halftime, and then we got a flag, so it may be illegal substitution. We had a Cavalier go off late.
I think they may have broke the huddle with 12. I think you're exactly right.
Yep. So now that's going to take the ball back on about the 3-yard line.
So Cueto standing back on the 45. He'll step up a little bit more.
So again, special teams comes into play here. It's important to get a good snap. Got to get a good punt off with 1:19. And I'm sure the Tigers are thinking about applying some pressure here because they need something good to happen.
We got 10 guys down there ready for that. One man deep, and that's Cueto Florence. There's a snap, and the Tigers are going to jump off sides. They're going to get that 5 yards back.
Pick up about 5 yards, yeah. A little bit anxious to make a play, but a lot of times you won't hear coaches complain too much about effort penalties, and he was just trying to get a jump right there. So
missed it by that much. Minute 6 left to go. 26-7 is your score. Callaway leading this one. A couple of fumbles picked up and run in by the Cavaliers. They're definitely taking advantage of opportunities that the Tigers have given them tonight.
And as far as penalties from either team, it's been few, as we've noticed. They're very disciplined, and most of it has just been fumbles or mistakes made.
It's a good ball game.
Relatively clean game as far as penalties. You're exactly right, Jack. Chase Freeman going to get a punt off. Ball's going to hit and bounce out.
Tigers need to get away from it. Kind of a scary moment there as the one Tigers kind of rotated over there. That's Vanquest Bonner was thinking, maybe I can grab this. Let's take a 30-second break. Back to the station. 26-7 is your score. Callaway leading here on Tigers and Cavalier Sports.
Eddie Hutto and his son EJ at Limb Care of LaGrange invite you to visit their new facility at 413 South Greenwood Street. With over 20 years of experience in prosthetics and orthotics, Eddie and his son are able to make and adjust any style of prosthetic and orthotic device. Call Limb Care of LaGrange, your hometown provider of prosthetic and orthotic devices at 706-882-1825 to schedule your free evaluation.
Now back to Troup vs. Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back as the Troup High School Tigers are trailing the Callaway Cavaliers right now. It's second down as Will Smith is checking his line. A gain of about 3 on that last play.
Tigers taking a lot of time between plays. A lot of clocks running off. Now down to 14 seconds to go in the third quarter.
There's the snap. We'll try to break out to the right side of the line of scrimmage. And that'll be the last play of the third quarter. 26-7. Callaway well ahead. You're listening to area high school football right here on Eagle Sports.
When you want to sell your real estate, who do you call? Rob or Joel Upchurch, your RE/MAX result agents. They want to go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 7. Brandon Brooks is your first step to achieving your dream of home ownership. Looking to take advantage of great mortgage rates? Contact Brandon Brooks at Statewide Mortgage by calling 706-302-7638 or visit him online at statewidemortgagega.com. That's Statewide Mortgage, and talk to Brandon Brooks at 706-302-7638 or on the web at www.statewidemortgagega.com. NMLS 1002584.
And this will be your premium right here.
Sorry to interrupt. I just want to say I combined home and auto with State Farm. Saved $760. Love this guy.
Okay, does it bother anybody else that the mime is talking? Freaky.
Bundle home and auto, and you could save $760.
That's 760 very good reasons to call Matt Orr in LaGrange today.
.com.
Welcome back to Eagle Sports. Troup High School Tigers and the Callaway Cavaliers playing a big ball game here tonight. Callaway well ahead at 26-7. They've taken advantage of some Tiger mistakes tonight. Tigers tried to take advantage earlier, but just weren't able to punch things in. A lot of missed opportunities left on the field for them.
You know, Jack, I believe a lot of the coaching staff from Troup has listened to our broadcast because they agree with us in that we're taking way too much time off the clock between plays. If we're going to run it, just line up and run the football.
I'm with you. This time they're going to hand the ball off to the left side. Good job by Bonner. Bonner's going to break through, get down near the 30-yard line, a first down.
Good job that time by Bonner again, as we called his name quite a bit. Really enjoy watching that young man. Got real quick feet and doesn't go down on that first hit.
And I was talking to Trey Towns, and he tells me that his hamstring's all stretched out. He feels better. But I tell you what, anytime you're up against Terry Godwin trying to run 80 yards, you're gonna pull something, aren't you?
Yep. Going back to the line of scrimmage on the left side.
That was number 7, Towns, that time just off the left side. Played didn't gain very much. He didn't seem to have his explosiveness that time, Greg. Of course, that defensive front for the Cavaliers had a lot to do with that.
They closed that down pretty quick. Good job that time by number 14, Deion Smith. It really kind of standed his man up on the far side of him.
And of course, talking with Dunlap, I just asked him a question, and you can see the frustration in his eyes. He wished he could get more touches on the football.
Cavaliers rotating a lot. Excuse me, Jack. Cavaliers rotating a lot of players in and out this third and fourth quarter.
A lot of time taken that time. They're going to hand the ball off. It's going to be Towns who's going to break free down to the 10. He's going to get out of bounds at about where they're going to mark it.
Looks like they're going to put him out around the 5. A good run that time again by Towns, whose
3.5 yard line.
Whose hamstring seems to be well. You're exactly right. That's a combination of good hard running and not locking up by the Cavaliers. But let's give credit to the tailback Towns there for good effort on that run around the left side.
He tried to walk the tightrope and stay in bounds. Bless his heart. Might have pulled a hip just trying to cross the line and get down there. So first and goal for the Troup High School Tigers now. And they're going to need several of these to get back in this ball game.
Down by 3 touchdowns.
Over off the right side.
There's one of them right there.
There's Darryl Dunlap. Touchdown, Tigers. So they're going to put 6 on them.
Good drive that time by the Tigers. They took the ball almost 60 yards. Dunlap went off the right side again behind Mitch Mathis for a big touchdown there to bring the score 26-13. Looks like the Tigers are going to line up in their swinging gate formation. We saw them against Redan last week go for 2 a couple of times, Jack. So this margin is 13 right now, so this would cut it to 11. I'm not sure what. I think the extra point, 1 point here would be the thing to do. And it looks like that's what they're going to do is line up for this.
Stay steady, get what you need. Smith will be the holder. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick
got through there.
Good. Yep.
Good.
10:58 left to go. 26-14 is your score. You're listening to Area High School Football right here on 96.9 and 1240.
Like a great football team, great cities just don't happen. They require vision, hard work, and leadership.
Hello, I'm Jim Thornton. Like you, I know LaGrange is a great city. I want to make it better for you and your family. I will strengthen our local economy, enhance public safety, and improve our quality of life.
Jim Thornton, leadership at work for all of LaGrange. On November 5th, let's elect Jim Thornton mayor. Learn more at jimthornton.org and like Jim on Facebook. Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
CB&T. With us, you're closer to what's important to you. Closer to home with 3 branches in LaGrange. Closer to your money with mobile and internet banking and 6 local ATMs. Plus, you can use any Synovus or Publix Presto ATM in the Southeast. Closer to people who care about you. Local people who make local decisions. We're CB&T. How can we serve you today? CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply to mobile banking.
9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to Callaway versus Troup.
Welcome back on the first down play. Will Smith is going to open things up and going to pass the ball complete to Cueto Florence out in the flats on the right side. Be a second down and 4. Florence made a nice little move.
Good throw that time by quarterback Smith. Hit to your receiver and right dead in the hands. Picked up a good gain on first down.
And they're going to have to the ball to Towns. Towns breaks through, picks up the first down and more across the 30-yard line. Hold on to the football.
Boy, the Tigers have really found some success on that left side. They found something that works for them. And the left side of that offensive line is doing a great job. They've had a lot of success running over that left side so far in the second half.
Right back to the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. And a timeout is going to be called by the Callaway Cavaliers. So they take a timeout. We take one as well. 26-14 with 7 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in this ball game. You're listening to Eagle Sports.
For over 50 years, Holmes Pharmacy has been a part of your life and your neighbor. And through all those years, it's still locally owned and operated. Holmes Pharmacy on Commerce Avenue has a drive-through window and has always had the time to talk to you one-on-one. We're ready for you to join our family at Holmes Pharmacy.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather. If you're tired of the large box stores and are looking for fast personal service, come by today in Hamilton or LaGrange at 136 Commerce Avenue. Holmes Pharmacy, where we take care of you one prescription at a time.
LaGrange. We take pride in serving our customers. There are no gimmicks or tricks to get you into our doors. We're the dealership you can trust. Shop with us and see the difference. Right now, all Kia Souls must go to make room for the arrival of a totally transformed 2014 Soul. The 13 Soul starts as low as $14,400 and is backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come test drive a Soul today. KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Now back to the field with Troup vs. Callaway on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
The Troup High School Tigers are playing some inspired football as the quarterback Will Smith, almost taken down, steps in like he's just in an NFL pocket.
Great.
And then completes the pass down to Cueto Florence again.
You're exactly right, Jack. That was a great play by quarterback Will Smith to avoid Keyshawn Freeman on the blitz.
Smith going to roll to his right, hands the ball to Dre Towns. Towns breaks to the line, down inside the 5, touchdown Tigers!
Again, off that left side, again, that's a combination of good hard running, excellent blocking, and really poor tackling that time by the Cavaliers as he ran through a lot of arm tackles. So, Jack, as we mentioned earlier, you're scoring out Callaway 26, Troup 20 with the extra point to come. Now, you could get interesting here now in the next 6 minutes.
You hear the fight song of the Tigers being played in the background, and tell you what a difference one young man has made in this ball game. Tez Parks not being in it in this second half.
This is a big extra point right here, Jack.
Huge. Smith ready to take it. Snap, hold, kick is up.
And it got through there, it looks like.
It did.
That's a big extra point.
It was ugly, but it got through.
That's right.
26-21 with 6:56 left in the ballgame. Folks, you need to stay tuned for this one because this is going to be a barn burner going to the end. You're listening to Area High School Football right here on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Life in When you are ready to buy or sell a house, commercial property, or acreage, you need to call Rob Upchurch. He is ready to go to work for you. Rob Upchurch on the web at robupchurchsales.com. Or when you are ready to buy or sell a house, commercial property, or acreage, you need to call Joel Upchurch. He is ready to go to work for you. Joel Upchurch on the web at joelupchurch.com.
Versus Troup on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
26-21, 6:56 left to go, and Tez Parks has put his pads back on.
Well, that's hey, you can see, as we said, it's the whole Callaway team, both offense and defense, have been a different character without Tez Parks in the ballgame.
I agree with you 100%, Greg.
Ball's on the ground, side kick, taken right at the 40-yard line. Good job. The Callaway Cavaliers are going to have great field position. And, of course, this big man, Devon Rosser, that catches it, bounces off his chest, picks it up, and gets across the 40 down to about the 43-yard line. And Callaway will have it 1st and 10 from there. And Tez Parks is back in this ballgame, folks.
And he looks well until he runs. So let's see how much movement, how much mobility he has. 6 minutes and 52 seconds to go. His senior season against a crosstown rival. This is a story movies are made of here.
A George Brett moment. He goes under center. I formation behind him. And you can see the energy back in the Callaway as even the running backs are up on their toes, ready for something to happen. Tigers put 5 men on the line. Parks going back up to the shotgun. Takes the snap, going to run straight forward. And look at him go. He can score right here.
Are you kidding me, Jack?
40.
Are you kidding me, Jack?
20.
Are you kidding me?
5 touchdowns.
Oh, my goodness.
Callaway.
Oh, my Tez Parks. Oh, my goodness, what a play.
Parks goes around the right side, untouched, all the way in for the score for Callaway. My goodness gracious.
Boy, I wish I could get hurt like that. You know what? How about that one, Greg? I mean, you saw that firsthand. What a great job right there. What a difference one man can make.
I tell you what, we made on him the playmaker, baby.
Wow.
Well, that is unbelievable.
I tell you what, if his hips hurt, I hope his other one gets hurt.
Well, you can see.
Boy, that was a lot of wheels right there. He didn't seem to be limping too much.
No, not while he's cranking. Woo. Now, you can tell when he's going back on, he's thinking, man, I gave it all I got.
Yeah, but you know what? Them injuries heal, boy, when you get close to that goal line, baby.
And that's the kind of story he's going to be able to tell now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They're going to try to get that extra point they missed back. They're going to go for 2 here. I formation behind the quarterback, Parks. Man split wide, left and right, goes back to the shotgun now, rolls the tight end over to the left side. Takes the snap, low snap, looking, jumps, throws.
Complete to Keyshawn Freeman.
Wow.
2-point conversion. Wow, what a difference. What a difference.
Parks has, if you want to talk about a hometown hero, that's the man. Comes in hurt, limping onto the field, runs 60 yards for the touchdown.
Like a great football team, great cities just don't happen. They require vision, hard work, and leadership.
Hello, I'm Jim Thornton. Like you, I know LaGrange is a great city. I want to make it better for you and your family. I will strengthen our local economy, enhance public safety, and improve our quality of life.
Jim Thornton, leadership at work for all of LaGrange. On November 5th, let's elect Jim Thornton mayor. Learn more at jimthornton.org and like Jim on Facebook. Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
With pads on in the second half, but the Tigers were getting close, got to where they were within a touchdown early, closing this down 26-21, and then Parks comes in, puts his pads on, runs one play, a 60-yard run around the right side, scores a touchdown, and then comes back on the field, throws a jump pass, they get a 2-point conversion, and now the score is 34-21. Just amazing play.
Jack, looks like Brandon Hurd of the Tigers, number 4. I believe that's him. Is that number 4?
Either that or number.
Yeah, Brandon Hurd's having a little trouble. I don't know if that's hammy again or another injury, but again, that young man played a heck of a second half. Really ran the ball hard, and we need to get him back out there on his feet. You don't like to see anybody get injured.
Phil, if anyone left this ball game, I'm glad you're listening to us, but I'm sorry that you weren't here to see the last 5 minutes of football that we've had here at Callaway Stadium.
Unbelievable. 2 teams really getting after each other.
This is one people will talk about for a long time. Smith going to roll out the pass, looking, throws it downfield. He's hit as he throws it, and he's got a man that he's over his right shoulder instead of his left. Pass intended that time for number 81 for the Troup High School Tigers.
And again, a defensive back's best friend is pressure, and that time number 20, Lorenzo Patterson, from his tackle position, applied that pressure and had a lot to do with that pass being incomplete. Number 12 on the coverage that time for the Cavaliers, Dante Lindsay.
Chris Johnson was the one who was out there trying to catch that one. Smith back under center, split backfield. Blitz is being shown. They're going to hand the ball off into the line. Good job running. Going to get close to a first down. Let's see where they mark it.
I'm going to tell you, Jack, number 7, that time for the Tigers, Dre Towns, he's had a big second half, and he continues to fight, continues to compete, and the Tigers just won't back down.
They'll stop the clock for the first down. Again, the handoff into the line. This time Callaway reads it well. Going to get about 3 yards. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Clock's down to about 6 minutes, Jack. Tigers are going to have to speed up the process here, a little more sense of urgency, being down by 13 now.
You know, Tony,
instead of 1 score.
That's what I was going to say. It looks like they're turning the plays over a lot faster. They're not nearly ought to be like they used to.
Smith back under center. Going back up looking, and he's going to be taken down.
Lorenzo Patterson, again, we mentioned his name not a lot tonight, but in this series, he's begun to dominate. I know the coaches talk a lot about him. They say they can't block him in practice, and he had a heck of a game at Heard County. The big tackle at Heard County had a hard time with him, and now Lorenzo's doing a good job on the defensive side of the ball.
So that brings up the 3rd down now. Lost a few yards. Official timeouts. They're checking on a couple of things on the field.
Looks like we got an equipment problem, one of the DBs for the Cavaliers. Looks like they got that fixed now. Number 22 that time, Michael Moss.
Smith back under center. Going back up to pass. Rolls to his right. Looking downfield. Caught.
Got a hole back there, Jack, I believe, in the backfield.
So he's short of the first down anyway.
That was a good tackle that time by one of the up backs of the Tigers as he tackled LeBron Zalea on the blitz. But you got to like, Greg, I don't know about you, but you like Will Smith's escapability, I guess, and ability to roll out and throw on the run. And number 2 for the Tigers, doing a great job catching the football with his hands.
Florence seems to be the only guy that he's looking to throw to.
Yeah.
You know, we talked in pregame. He really does a good job at play action.
Yeah.
You know, get him out in the flats, he's good at it. He's a decent pocket passer, but given his average height, it helps him to get outside and you can see the field a little bit better.
And it's tough too when they know you got to throw. If you can mix some passes in when they expect you to run and run when they expect you to pass, it makes his job a lot easier.
That's right. Well, at 3rd down and 20, let's see what the Tigers can do.
There's not a lot of plays in the book for 3rd and 20, I don't think, Jack.
Going to run actually, it's going to be a halfback pass. Throws it downfield. Lots of flags.
Going to be short. Picked off by Terry Godwin.
This could be trouble. Godwin goes to the right side. He's up to the 40. Going to get knocked down. And again, we got flags all over the place. After the interception, before the interception, they'll take them a minute to figure all this out.
Well, where the flag is thrown, it may be a clip. 2 Cavaliers pinched a Tiger on the run back. Let's see what happens. If that's the case, you're looking at 15 yards from that spot and bring it back somewhere around the 35.
But I think the interception will stand, Greg.
I
believe
absolutely.
That's right. Yeah. Blocking the back against the Cavaliers. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
So the Cavaliers will get the ball with 5:08 left to go. 34-21.
And you know, guys, been a lot of flags in the second half here, and you know, a lot of that can be contributed to fatigue, heat, and those types of things. But overall, Greg, as you mentioned earlier in the game, it's been a clean game. Penalties have not been, not too numerous, although they are starting to mount up a little bit now. But with 5:08 to go in the 4th quarter, the Cavaliers are going to take over on their own 41-yard line.
Well, it's a humid night, and you've got a lot of the starters on both sides have been playing. Even though they've had a lot of the reserves coming in and out, as we talked about during halftime. In a game like this, you're going to stay with your number ones most of the time, and now late in the 4th quarter with 5 minutes to go in the game, it's starting to take its toll on the starters.
Yeah, Parks back in the ball game. I formation behind him. Takes a snap. Quick handoff inside the line. Good job of running by Bonner. He's going to get across the 45 down to the 46-yard line.
Number 3, Devon Rosser. Greg, you mentioned the O-line seems to have a little more bounce in their step, and even the backs. little more bounce in their step now with Parks back in there, and the old momentum seems to have gone back to the other side.
It certainly is amazing how one player can make such a difference in the attitude of the entire team.
A 60-yard run will do that for you.
And it just goes to show that not only is that young man the leader on the field, but off the field, as he's able to rally these kids behind him and pretty much carry him on his back.
Back to the eye. They run a tight end back to this near side. Going to hand the ball off to the tailback, who's going to bounce out to the line of scrimmage and then do a great job of running. Gets across the 50. Will be close to a first down.
Depending on the spot, that's really close, and it looks like where they're going to put it, that might be a first down for the Cavaliers.
Cedric Maynard, the ball carrier. I think that's a first. Yep, they're going to call first down, so they'll roll it down. 34-21. Callaway's not done tonight.
The Tigers still have 3 timeouts to use. Callaway has 2, but I think you'll see the Cavaliers take all that 25-second clock they can now to milk that clock. And that's one thing I noticed about Coach Napier when he first came to Callaway. He was a big proponent of clock management, and they do a really good job with that.
They practice it.
Yes.
They know what's coming up and understand situations. Again, the quick, almost a backhanded handoff that Parks does as he rolls out. And it's going to be a big game of about 7, 2nd and 3.
That's that quick trap they've had so much success with, not only this year but last year too. And Rosser hits that hole so quick. Again, it's kind of like the Tigers veer there. He's on that second level before you know it, and most of the time it results in a big game, Jack.
Clock continues to tick down, and that's really putting the nail in the Tigers right now. It's 34-21. They need a big stop or something to happen to keep them in this ball game. Back to the eye. Parks is actually helping his fullback with his equipment a little bit there. He's going to stop the clock as he's helping him out. He just does it all.
Coach Wiggins has to be careful. His job could be in jeopardy, I guess. Tez decides to be a head coach.
Parks backs up, hands the ball up to the tailback again. The Tigers are there to meet him. That's Maynard.
You really got to enjoy and like the effort that the Tigers are continuing to play with. Number 90 that time, big Dikembe Billingsley. Odds are stacked against them. Still 3 minutes to go in the ball game, but the odds are not on their side. But they continue to compete. And again, you have to give Coach Kendall and his staff a lot of credit for for not only the play. Physical play, but the mental play between the ears as they continue to compete for 4 quarters, and that's what it's all about.
I mean, at one point they were down 26-7, and really a lot of teams would have just walked away and said, we can't really come back from this, but they continue to fight. There's Callaway going to go close to a first down. Let's see where they mark it.
That may be another first down, Jack.
But now, the
Cavaliers, I'm sorry, Jack. Cavaliers caught the Tigers. They weren't quite ready that time. They were still calling the defense, and they went on a quick count and were able to get a first down. And with 2:34 to go here in the fourth quarter, with Callaway up 34-21, the clock now becomes Callaway's friend and the Tigers' enemy.
Barring something just really crazy, it's going to be really hard for the Tigers to come back from this one. Parks going to back up, hand the ball off to get to Maynard. Maynard finds a seam around the right side, continues to run down the field, gets about 6 yards, 2nd and 4.
There's our friend, good tackle that time by number 34, Javosky Callaway, and Javosky continues to impress me every time he plays. He always makes big hits, and he's bidding for playing time. He does a good job when he's in there, and number 90, Billingsley, kind of limps off the field there, maybe with a cramp. Hopefully that's all it is. And
well, you can just start to see them, as they say, dropping like flies. It's just, I wish I was now, you guys, but it's humid down here on the field.
Sure it is. And they've been on the field a long time.
In fact, they're taking advantage of that, how tired they are, as it's going to be Rosser again, the ball carrier, gets across the line of scrimmage, picks up the first down and more, and the Tigers were not even set. They were not even down as that ball was snapped.
Well, the Cavaliers seem to have a little fresher legs right now. Of course, when you're up by 2 touchdowns, your legs are going to be fresher. Yep. So, but again, the Tigers, in my opinion, you take away the mistakes by both teams, and you maybe take 14 points off both sides. But it's been a game of mistakes for both teams, and the Cavaliers have just made less than the Tigers.
Kind of victory formation here. It looks like Park's going to snap it and take a knee. And that will take us down to minute 12.
And here's where you can. And the Tigers are sitting here with 3 timeouts left. Do you use them? And what if you did use them.
Well, you're exactly right, Greg, and I think that's an unwritten rule with the coaches, and I think that goes back to the respect that Coach Kendall and Coach Wiggins have for each other.
Hello, beautiful. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Hi, Anthony. How much does my discount double check save me?
About $150.
Done.
I don't have State Farm, but insurance, find me money.
I got you $1. Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you with unexpected savings. That's getting to a better state.
Contact State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp, there to help you with unexpected savings.
Your pocket is why he's there. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to Callaway versus Troup.
Welcome back. We're late in the fourth quarter. 34-21 is your score. 51 seconds left to go. And Callaway seems to have this well in hand. Take the snap. Park's going to hand it off into the line. Not a whole lot there. I don't think they were really looking for a whole lot there, just to tell you the truth. Just trying to run the clock a little bit. Actually, Troup is going to go ahead and take that timeout. You know, we talked a little bit about that a minute ago, guys. I guess Coach Kendall wanted to try to take every chance that he has.
Well, and what message are you sending to your team if you don't take those timeouts? You know what I'm saying?
Don't leave any bullets.
You want your kids. That's right. You want your kids to compete for 4 quarters, and the kids want you as coaches to compete for 4 quarters. And I don't think Coach Kendall is doing anything that he shouldn't do. And again, that's just my humble opinion. And Coach Wiggins will do. He will respond on his side in kind. So. Sometimes you learn more lessons in a loss than you do in a win. But, I have a lot of respect for Coach Wiggins. Obviously, he's become a good friend of mine. But Coach Kendall actually started his career, at Callaway. Jack, he was there before he went to Troup. And Coach Kendall and his family I think a lot of them, his daughter Brooke and his son Cameron and of course his wife, they're part of the Callaway tradition, Trey, and so a lot of respect for both of those men, what they do for not only the kids at Callaway and Troup, but in the community also.
Quick score update: 27-24 LaGrange with 4:44 left in the game over Harris County.
Parks backs up, hands the ball off to his tailback, and Maynard gets across the 25-yard line to the 24. That last timeout is taken by the Troup High School Tigers. Let's go take one more 30-second break, and you're listening to Area High School Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
When you want to sell your real estate, who do you call? Rob or Joel Upchurch, your RE/MAX result agents. They want to go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014. Are you ready to buy a house or land? Then call RE/MAX result agents that will find you what you want and be with you from the first day to the day you sit down in your new home. Let them go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to Callaway versus Troup.
34-21 will more than likely be your final score tonight. Tez Parks will go into center for the last time. I formation behind him. Takes the snap, rotates a busted play there. Parks looking. He's going to just lay down. That smart move by that young man, knowing he's got a little hip pointer there.
Might be the best play he's made tonight. I know the coach.
I don't know the 6-yard run.
Well, second best play tonight.
Good. Smartest play he's made tonight.
Yes,
I'll give you that one.
A couple of score updates that you guys may have already passed on. Heard County was up earlier 23-0 over Chattooga. Sandy Creek 42-14 over Noonan. And I don't know what quarter that was. Britt passed it on earlier, but again, Sandy Creek, I think in the top 5 in the nation, if you will. So.
Yeah.
And
they recruit well up there.
The Noonan Cougars will be the Tigers' opponent next week, I believe. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yeah. Will that be here, or is that in Noonan?
That is in Noonan.
Okay.
Callaway has a second week off next week.
Right. And for those of you that didn't know, Callaway started their season a week early by playing in Heard County on the 23rd.
I kind of like playing every other week.
Well, yeah, I'm sure, especially after that, because there's going to be some bumps and bruises that need to heal after this one, because this has been a big hitting game. But again, they'll have another week off. But then again, you make that stretch of 8 in a row where you don't have any time off. So it sounds like the Grangers are doing well down in Harris County tonight. Of course, Cavaliers will play Harris County here in, I think it's 2 weeks. After their off week, they come back and play Harris County.
I got another score update. Not really, but I want to invite you guys all out to Market on Main in the morning. My wife will have plenty of cakes, cookies, buttermilk pies. Y'all come out and buy them at Market on Main, downtown LaGrange.
If you've seen Greg, you know that they work to put a little extra weight on you, so feel free to go out there and try some of that.
You ought to be ashamed.
Tigers going to take it. Smith going to roll out, throw it to Florence. Florence makes the catch, goes out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So the Tigers have the ball, 22 seconds left to go, and they're going to take some shots downfield.
Run out of bounds that time for the Cavaliers by number 32, Jay Fuller, as the Cavaliers have the prevent defense in, if you will. Terry Godwin back deep, number 4, and number 5, Petey Leverett, also back about 20 yards down the field.
Smith backs up the pass, rolls, looks, throws the complete to the Dunlap. Dunlap's going to get the first down and more across the 45-yard line. Clock continues to tick. They'll stop it to move the chains. 14 seconds left to go, 34-21, as we're closing into the final moments of this ball game.
You know, Jack, I think one thing, excuse me, Greg, I'm sorry, I think the coaches from Troup can take away from the fact that they can trust Will Smith to make decisions with the ball throwing it.
He's going to spike it right there.
He's going to spike it, a good decision right there to stop the clock. So they got to like what they see when they've asked Will Smith to throw the ball tonight.
Well, you know, and meandering over on the sidelines in the third quarter, talking with a couple of the coaches, you know, they realize that that's some of the game plan changes that they need to make, and that Will Smith is a good passer, and that they've got to put more of that in the game plan.
He's going to back up the pass. A lot of pressure there.
Wow.
Complete the Dunlap. Dunlap crosses the field, goes to the 40, still on his feet, and he's going to go down at about the 35, but that's going to be the last play of the ball game. And the Callaway Cavaliers are going to come away with a victory, 34-21 over the Troup High School Tigers. We got lots to talk about as we'll wrap this ball game up. We're going to go ahead and take a break right now. 34-21 your final. The Callaway Cavaliers have defeated the Troup High School Tigers. You listen to Area High School Football right here on 96.9 and 1240 WLHE.
Proven leadership is a must to keep LaGrange strong, and we have the opportunity to elect a mayor that will work for all of LaGrange. That's Jim Thornton. He knows what needs work and what already works. Jim Thornton is ready to listen to you and work hard to keep LaGrange strong. So vote Jim Thornton, Mayor, November 5th.
Hello, I am Jim Thornton, and if you want to know more about me and my campaign for mayor, please go to jimthornton.org and like me on Facebook. And please remember to vote November 5th.
Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
You're busy with places to go and people to see. At CB&T, we understand. That's why we created the Synovus Connections prepaid card. Use it for purchases, ATM withdrawals, and even get cash back. It's an affordable alternative to checking, simple to load, and can be replaced if lost or stolen. Plus, there's no credit check required. Let CB&T help you manage your busy lifestyle. Visit us for details or to open your Synovus Connections card today. CB&T, a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC. Fees and restrictions apply, subject to approval.
When you want to sell your real estate, who do you call? Rob or Joel Upchurch, your RE/MAX result agents. They want to go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014. Are you ready to buy a house or land? Then call RE/MAX result agents that will find you what you want and be